zodiacal signs for ACES collective reading. My name is Lydia and welcome to Esotera Tarot. Welcome back to those of you who have been here before. Today I'm going to do the 4 ACES, which is everything from love to friendship to work to your pets, your plants, your neighbour, to the person that you met down at the bakery last weekend. Everything's covered here in the 4 ACES, but we have a little system just to keep things organised. First I go into reading the Ace of Swords. So that's your mental focus, that's what's on your mind, that's what you're ruminating on, is what you're thinking about. It also helps to clarify early on in the reading if this is indeed your reading. We then go into the Ace of Cups. So that's your feelings, that's your heart's desire, that's what you're drawn towards. It's creativity, it's that feeling of abundance, wellness, joy. It also can bring in sadness and grief, things that your heart is holding for you to feel and experience at this time. Then we go to the Ace of Wands. So that's your will, your drive and your power. Is where you want to drive your energy towards to make things happen or overcome some kind of obstacle. And then we go into the Ace of Pentacles. So that's real world tangible results. But the Pentacles also represents money. So that's your finances, investments, things like that. Can also come out under the Ace of Pentacles. As usual, I'll go through each sign in turn from Aries through to Pisces. We will lay out the cards in each area just to see a little bit about what's going on for you guys, and then I will present a challenge in each area that you have to overcome, or maybe wanting to overcome, or something that's coming in towards you that you might not see, and then we'll end the reading with some advice from the universe. And if that's okay with you guys collective, I'm just going to jump straight in today, and we're going to start as usual with our Aries signs. Hello Aries, welcome to your 4 ACES reading. Welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Lydia and today I am pulling energies for the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So don't worry Aries, if you don't see your reading here today, then go down to the timestamps below, check one of your other placements. I'm sure you'll find yourself in there somewhere, guys. And with that, I'm just going to start going through the 4 ACES here, and I'll explain in turn which one means. So the Ace of Swords here is your clarity and mental focus. It's what you're thinking about, it's what you're ruminating on. It also serves to identify early on if this is your reading. We then go into the Ace of Cups. That's your heart's desire, your passion, your creativity. Also might include a little heartbreak in there sometimes as well. It's both a double-edged sword when it comes to the Ace of Cups. Then we go into the Ace of Wands. That's your willpower, that's your energy, that is your drive. It's where you want to put action towards a certain outcome or input, either to overcome a challenge or to go towards your goals. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is the real world tangible results of this process. But the Pentacles also represents money. So we might see themes of like money, work, investments, things like that come under the Ace of Pentacles. And if that's all right with you, Aries, I'm just going to jump straight in and start getting some details on each, and then we will go into a challenge in each area and finish off by clarifying with some universal advice. Okay, right, Aries, can you please show me the Ace of Swords for Aries, please? Ace of Swords. Whoa, we don't seem to want to shuffle today, Aries. There we go. Can we get a proper shuffle on for Aries, please? Proper shuffle on. Aries. Aries. There we go. That was a little bit better, wasn't it, Aries? Okay, let's go to the Ace of Swords. See, when that happens, it's Spirit telling me enough shuffling, Lydia. Let's just get down to business. Okay, one more shuffle, I promise, Spirit, for Aries, and then we'll get going. Okay, you've got the Hanged Man. Queen of Cups. The Star. Okay, so there's something in your environment, Aries, something you want to go for. A wish, a dream, a vision. Something that's close to your heart, you feel very passionately about. You feel that it's going to help others as well as yourself. It's kind of an unselfish wish, which is actually quite nice there, Aries. And when I say others, I don't necessarily mean the world. It could just be helping your family, you know. And then we've got the Hanged Man. You're pausing on that, though. You're not actioning it. I don't know whether or not you're in thinking stages, planning stages, something like that. But the dream is there, but for some reason you're not acting on it. You're like, I need to wait on this a little while. Okay, Aries, I trust your judgment. Okay, can we go to the Ace of Cups for Aries, please? The Ace of Cups for Aries, the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups for Aries, please. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups for Aries, please. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, clarify the Ace of Cups. I don't know what this is, Aries, but it's extremely close to your heart. We've got the Nine of Pentacles and we have the Five of Wands. Okay, so it's something... Oh, Okay, that's why you're pausing on it. You feel that if you go for this, you might be like trampling on others. And that's kind of what I'm getting here. So you know what you want to go through would be good for you, but you're not sure if it's going to be good for the people around you. But then you said here that it was. So we might be looking at two different groups of people here, Aries. Or you've got to get through some kind of competition. I'm kind of seeing like a competition. Say you're in a competition and the prize money is like $1 million or whatever. It's almost like you feel guilty for winning the competition because other people have to lose. But at the same time, you're recognizing that $1 million would not only benefit you, it would benefit your friends and family. That's kind of what I'm seeing. Something like that. It doesn't have to be $1 million. It could be the love of your life or something like that, you know. Right, can I see the Ace of Wands, please, for Aries? Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands for Aries there, please. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands, please. Okay. Oh, that one. Did that want to come out? Okay. Oh, they all came out. We've got the 8 of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles, Page of Swords. Yeah, you're very hesitant about this. You are going to put some action towards it. It is something to do with money, I believe, or work. But it's like, you're telling yourself, and you know it, you deserve this, but for some reason it's like, I don't believe I deserve this. Like, you do believe it, but it's like you won't let yourself tell yourself that. It's like you feel you deserve it, but as soon as you have the thought, I deserve this, it's almost like you're cringing at it. But you're prepared to put in the hard work towards whatever it is. You're just going to go for it anyway. So that means that you're identifying negative thought patterns, Aries, and you're just overcoming them. You're like leapfrogging over them. Because it is quite small, self-doubt there with the Page of Swords. Or you're worried someone else might come at you about it or something like that. But you're like, I'm going for it anyway. Because it feels balanced. It feels right. It's going to be good for me and mine. So I'm going to put some hard work towards this eventually. But you haven't done that yet. That's where your intent wants to go. That's where your energy and drive wants to go. So you're only going to be able to hold back on this for so long, Aries. It's just going to kind of come at it like a bull at a gate or something like that. All right, can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please? Can I get the Ace of Pentacles? Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Strength. King of Swords. 4 of Wands. Okay, so it's going to come together nicely. Whatever this is that you're working towards, you will achieve your goal there. Again, what's this with this self-talk? It's almost when you get it, you then stop self-talking again. You're showing me strength here to overcome it. And strength sits in fire energy, which is your element there. Aries, you do deserve it. I don't see anything. I don't see you doing anything wrong here. There's no 7 of Swords. You're not cheating anybody or trying to one-up someone. It's actually just where you stand in your hierarchy of life is probably higher than what you give yourself credit for there, Aries. And I get it. We all do it. We have this self-doubt. I don't know what it is you're going for, but it's some kind of commitment or because this is also, because as much as the 4 of Wands is commitment, it's also crossing a finish line. So it's either achieving like an outcome on a project, or it is actually getting like in a commitment. There's something over there about the telling of truths, but I don't think it is. That's like a coldness here about it. The King of Wands is being a little bit matter of fact, but you're showing me that you're kind of overcoming that because the Strength card is here. I don't know if that's making any sense to anybody. It's not making any sense to me because I don't know what we're talking about, but I hope that resonates out there for somebody. Okay, can I please get a challenge? We're moving into the challenge areas for each now, Aries. Can I please get a challenge under the Ace of Swords energy? Can I please get a challenge? Challenge, please. Challenge. Oh, the 4 of Wands. Sorry, the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Good. So you are going to get moving. You've been a bit stuck on this for a while, but you will get moving there, Aries. But that's going to be a challenge. It's just to get up and start doing the thing. Oh, the Tower on its side. This has the potential for being life-changing. I think the Tower's on its side because it hasn't happened yet. There's also a bit of an apprehension about you. Will this work out? Won't it work out? Well, either way, Aries, you've got big changes coming in. For the better, I believe. Even though people are afraid of the Tower, this is very aligned for you. There also might be a fallout from whatever it is that you're doing, or at least that's what you're anticipating. It's on its side because the universe is saying it's not necessarily going to turn out that way. There might be a little bit of catastrophizing going on with you at the moment, Aries. We've got the Judgment in reverse. As life-changing as this is, it's not going to be as life-changing as you think. I think more people are going to be on board with this, and I think this is all in your head, a lot of it. I don't think it all is. You're not picking this out of thin air. There's probably are some energies around you that might kick off because of whatever it is you're doing. But there's definitely a change coming in, which you may find yourself resisting. Don't do that, Aries. Change is always positive. Even when it feels like it's bad at the time, it's actually to redirect you to somewhere good, okay? And then we've got the Seven of Swords. We're just talking about the Seven of Swords deception, although that's a challenger's deception here. I think it's more you feeling like you don't belong, feeling like you don't deserve the thing, that you've cheated your way somehow. Well, if just working hard and being yourself is cheating, Aries, then I guess you're right. No, of course it's not. This is what you deserve. It's what you're bringing in. It's what you're calling it in, Aries. Like, I don't know what the issue is here, but I think it's a self-confidence thing. That's something you're going to have to overcome to get really to what it is that you want. Right, can we get some advice from the universe, please, for Aries, please? Some advice from the universe for Aries. Advice from the universe for Aries, please. Advice from the universe for Aries. We've got the Eight of Vessels in reverse. Oh, hang on, no, we're the right way up. We've got the Six of Arrows, and we have, whoa, okay, Nine of Swords. What conflicting energies we've got here, Aries. Let's unpack this a little bit. Right, so you've got the Eight of Vessels in reverse. The Eight of Vessels is normally about a card of moving on. It's in reverse, which means like looking back, but then you've also got the Six of Arrows, which is another card of moving on. In the Rider Waite, it's actually a transition, which is what we're talking about. You're going from one phase to another phase, Aries, and I think there's going to be part of you that's going to be tempted to go back because that's a feeling of safety. But just because something feels safe, Aries, doesn't mean it's right for us. It's very much better the devil you know kind of energy. Like, I know this place I'm at. It might not be happy here, but at least I know it. You can't go through life like that, Aries. Sometimes you just got to bite the bullet and take it and go for it. And the new place you go to will then become familiar to you, and then that will be the devil you know. I'm not saying that you're going into devil energy, but you know what I mean. You'll get comfortable there. Because where you are now, you weren't always in this place. You were somewhere else in the far past, right? You acclimatized to your new environment. So you have a little bit of a wobble, but you'll be fine. You'll be absolutely fine. And the Nine of Stones here is about healing. But it's also about staying within your energy field. Don't get too influenced by others. It's self-trust, self-abundance, self-worth, knowing who you are and what you deserve. So that's what the universe is basically saying to you, Aries. Like, you deserve this. You've worked hard for this. This is part of who you are. This is part of your life journey and your soul path. The energies are trying to move you forwards towards this, but it's only you and yourself that may be holding yourself back. Okay, Aries, I hope that reading helped for you. I'm going to leave it there. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. It really helps to get the algorithm going. Also, if you give the video a little thumbs up and a subscribe, it pushes it further out to more Aries, and we know, get our numbers up, Aries, there. All right, thank you so much for joining me here, Esotera Tarot in the Zen Den. And I'm going to love you and leave you, Aries. Although I totally trust you're going to be fine in all this, don't worry about it. Okay, Aries, take care. Right, okay, next up we have Taurus. Sorry, Taurus, let me just clear away Aries cards here. 1 second, I'll be right with you. I'll probably timestamp this. I'll make sure we've got the right one. Timestamp this out so a lot of you won't see this. Ooh, okay, definitely timestamping this out, probably editing it out because I have just lost one of our ACES. I'll be right back there for you, Taurus. Okay, Taurus, thank you so much for bearing with me there. I just got all of the ACES out in the right way, and we're going to start your 4 ACES reading. So welcome to Esotera Tarot. Welcome back if you have been here before. I will run through the cards quickly. But before I do, just a reminder that I set the intention for these readings for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs, Taurus. So if this reading isn't resonating with you, then check the timestamps below for your other placements. I'm sure you'll find one in there somewhere that's resonating. Before we jump into the reading, just a little explanation of what the 4 ACES are for people who haven't been here before. We start with the Ace of Swords. So this is your mental focus. It's what you're thinking about. It's what you're ruminating on. I do these first so we can clarify it quite easily whether or not this is your reading. We then go into the Ace of Cups. That's your heart's desire. That is what you're falling in love with, whether it be a person, a place, a thing. It can also be heartache and healing as well. Then we go into the Ace of Wands. So that's your drive. That's your will. That's your passion. That's where you want to move physical energy towards, over overcoming an obstacle or achieving a goal. Then we move into the Ace of Pentacles. They are real world tangible results. That also represents money. So we might see themes of stability here, investments, finances, work, that sort of thing. And if you're ready, Taurus, I'm just going to jump straight in and start getting the details of what's going on for you in each area. I will then pull up some possible challenges in each, and then we'll end with some advice from the universe. Okay, can you please show me Taurus, Spirit? Can you show me Taurus? Taurus, Spirit, can you please show me Taurus, please? Taurus, show me Taurus. Right, we've got the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords for Taurus, please. The Ace of Swords for Taurus. The Ace of Swords for Taurus, please. Oh, a little heartbreak there, Taurus. It's all right. We're going to sort it out, love. I'm with you. We've got the Three of Swords. Good for you. So we've got the Seven of Wands, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. This has situationship energy written all over it. You told me you're blocking out somebody who is determined to stay separate from you, enjoying their own abundance over there without your input, without wanting to give to you, without your recognition, without thinking about you really, or what it is you need, or your consequences. The Nine of Pentacles is usually a very positive card. It just means self-confidence, self-abundance. When it's in this position though, with these other cards, it's coming across as someone who's a bit of a hoarder, who isn't sharing, at least. I'm not saying people just need to give indefinitely to Taurus, and I know you're not asking that of them, but they're not giving in their share. They're kind of hoarding it all for themselves. You are deciding to block out that energy from your life so you can heal. I don't know if this person's taken from your garden to feed their own garden. Yeah, that can happen. I'm reminded of the saying, be mindful of those who stay to tend your garden, and be mindful of those who come just to pick the flowers, and this person looks like a flower picker. You're blocking them out though to heal. Good. Can I get the Ace of Cups, please? Can I get the Ace of Cups? What's in the Ace of Cups there? The Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. Oh, you continue to ignore them. Good. This person might be trying to reach out to you though. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You see it. You see it. You see it, Taurus. For you, you know that there's no future here. It's over. This person's still knocking on your door though, wanting to have some good times. Well, it's just for them because they want it. They don't really care about whether you want it. But you know that. I'm not telling you anything you don't know there, Taurus. So you're like, no, I won't be used. You know, I won't be somebody's warm body or someone's wallet or whatever it is, someone's taxi, whatever it is they're using you for, but they're going to keep coming and knocking there. Then you're like, no, Taurus is not home. Okay. Oh, sorry, Taurus. Very good. Okay. Can I get the Ace of Wands there, please? The Ace of Wands. What are you going to do about it, Taurus? The Moon. Yeah, I think this is something that you might have... You didn't see it coming. I think your intuition may have warned you early on, but if you're disconnected from your intuition, or you're not used to listening to your intuition, or you don't trust your intuition, you're going to ignore that. I'm not judging you for that, Taurus. We've all been through it, myself included. Actually, that's a lie. I was going to say, we're not born just trusting our intuition. Actually, we are. That's how babies stay alive. Somewhere between childhood and young adulthood, we lose the connection there. And it still tries to come in. A lot of us ignore it though. But you seem to be being in touch with it there because the Moon is now in reverse, or this person's coming at you. You're like seeing the truth of the matter. You're seeing the truth of it all. Okay, right, can I just get a couple more cards on the Moon there? Page of Cups. King of Wands. Yeah, you're seeing this is all hot air. But in terms of your actions, you're ready to nurture yourself. You're ready to go within and wonder why it is that you've accepted this for so long. Did you hear that? Ambulance. And what an ambulance is, Taurus? Healers. Healing's on its way for you, but it's coming from the self. You kind of want to nurture yourself. You have self-forgiveness in it. That's really good as well. And you know there's someone out there for you. It's like your confidence on who you are has been pushed right down. You feel like you've been used by whoever this is, and you're like, no more, not today. I've got too many important things to do. But truth is coming through about the nature of this connection, okay? And you're ready to act on the truth of it rather than what you perceive it to be, okay? All right, can I get the Ace of Pentacles there, please, for Taurus? Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, Queen of Swords, inner knowing. There we go. The Three of Wands. Great. Knight of Wands. Yeah, lots of Wands energy coming in for you now, Taurus. You're like, I'm done with this. I am better than this. You're going off. You're also very confident, which is great, that there's better out there for you. You just know. So people might ask you, like, Taurus, how can you just give up on this? What are you doing? You're like, I just know. You probably don't have a reason or explanation for knowing. You just know. And that tells me you're in touch with your intuition again, Taurus. Congratulations. Okay, can I get a challenge in the Ace of Swords area, please? Can I get a challenge in the Ace of Swords area for Taurus, please? A challenge in the Ace of Swords area. The moon on its side. Yeah. So it starts being revealed here to you, but the full truth comes out later down the line. Once you actually start taking time for yourself and taking back your energy from this, that's when more of that truth comes out. You see this person's true colours then, Taurus, and I'm not surprised. Six of Cups on its side, yeah, so that's the connection. It's on its side, it's not upright, nor if it's reversed. So this is someone that you know that you have an energy exchange with. You may have to sever that exchange entirely. Some of you may not need to do it entirely, maybe just take some distance there. I think we've got a bit of a 50-50 split in the collective. We've got the Queen of Cups in the upright, getting back in touch with your heart. Your heart just for you, your compassion and self-forgiveness. I think I'm getting a lot of self-forgiveness on this. But that's going to come in though, Taurus. You want to know that this is how the person's going to treat you. And if you put up with it for a long time, I just don't want you feeling that regret. And I think that's what some of you are going to feel is, why did I waste so much time on this? What is wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with you. You went through a life lesson. The life lesson takes as long as it takes. Okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just is what it is. And then we have the full, beautiful, brand new beginning into something new, Taurus there. That's wonderful. Good news. You get rid of this drain, this energy vampire that's on you. And off you go into the sunset. Right. Can I please get some advice for Taurus, please? Can I get some advice for Taurus? Advice for Taurus, please. Advice for Taurus. The Green Man. Nice. Seven of Stones, nice. Six of Arrows, nice. Yeah, so this is, it's like you gain your confidence first, then you leave, then your peace comes in. Oh, sorry, the other way around, sorry. You get your confidence, your peace comes in, then you leave. So there's some of you that are like right back at this process here that think you'll never untangle yourself from this energy. Oh, you will. And it will be a smooth transition away from them. And then you're not going to have any problems so long as you keep to your healing. You start investing in yourself instead of them. And you're sitting here in Green Man energy, which is the Emperor. All right. There's so much to you, Taurus. So much confidence under there. So much ability and potential. But it's being mired down with whoever this is. You've learnt your lessons there. You don't need them anymore. So it's now time for you to move on. And you are more than willing to do so. So I'm glad for that for you, Taurus. Anyway, I'm going to leave the reading there for you guys. I hope that it helped. If it did, please leave a comment below. And don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up. It helps push it further out into the algorithm and get more messages to the people who need them. And with that, Taurus, thank you very much for joining me here in the Zen Den. I'm going to love you and leave you. And until the next one, take care. Okay, next we have Gemini. Hi, Gemini. I am on my way. Don't worry, loves. I'm just tidying away Taurus's cards. We'll be with you in a second. I won't do what I just did with Taurus. The Aries-Taurus transition is I'm going to put away all the ACES cards as well. It's like, no, I need those. Okay, right. Thank you, Gemini, for your patience there. Welcome to Esotera Tarot. Welcome back to those of you who have been here before. My name is Lydia. Today I'm doing the 4 Aces reading. Before I jump in, I'll just quickly go over the cards for people who have not been here before. So the Ace of Swords is your clarity. It's your mental focus. It's the things that you're thinking about. I'll go through this first so we can easily clarify whether or not this is your reading. I'll then move into the Ace of Cups. That's your heart's desire, your passions, the things you're falling in love with, the people you're falling in love with. Also has themes of heartbreak, healing and rest and that as well in the Ace of Cups. We then move into the Ace of Wands. So that's your drive, that's your power, where you want to move energy towards. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. They're your real world tangible results, but then they will also be themes of money. So we might come up with work or investments or anything like that. And if that's good for you, Gemini, we are going to jump straight in and start pulling some energy with the Ace of Swords. Whoa, okay, that one just came out. I'm going to put it back in. She hasn't started yet. We've got reversed Seven of Wands. Some of you might be letting your guard down to something, but let's see. Okay, can we get a proper cut and shuffle, please, for Gemini and the Ace of Swords and see what's going on there, Spirit, underneath the surface? Thank you. Okay, can I get the Ace of Swords, please? Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords, please. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. Whoa, okay. That one we thought about coming out, but it went not today. Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Two of Cups. Right. And the Six of Swords. So some of you are in a long-term commitment here. There's been some bickering, some arguments, a bit of a distortion there in the connection. You tell me the connection is strong. It's something that you want. This is affecting your home environment. For some of you, this could be a spouse. It could be a parent. It could be a child. Someone that you are connected to with love, but there's bickering and tension in the connection, at least in the foundations of the connection. You're worried about it affecting the rest of the household. This could also be work. So it could be bickering with a beloved, previously maybe beloved colleague at work, and you're afraid it might affect the rest of the workplace. Okay. And I get the Ace of Cups, please, for Gemini. The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups for Gemini, please. The Ace of Cups. Yeah, Six of Swords. Right. Okay. The Star. Hang on. We've got to cover up our girl here. Okay. And the Eight of Pentacles. Some of you, this is a workplace situation. Something about getting promotion or something. There's something that you want to happen here with work. It's almost like if I don't get it, I'm leaving. So I hope it's work and not family, Taurus. Well, it could be family. It depends what kind of family dynamic you've got. It might be best you do. You're like, it's always like, I'm going to give this one last shot and then I'm out of here. Okay, right. And I get the Ace of Wands there, please. The Ace of Wands, the Ace of Wands. Or some of you, you're like, you did try for something, it didn't work out, and now you need to move on. That sort of thing. I'm not clarifying that Star, so I'm not sure. Okay, can I get the Ace of Wands there, please? Right, yeah, Nine of Swords. The Queen of Swords, yeah, and the... Oh, lots of Swords energy. Two of Swords. It's like you want to sit and think about it. Why do you want to do that? It might not be something that you can action right now, so that might be out of your hands. That's maybe why you're not putting any. I'm not seeing any wands. I'm not seeing any pentacles here. Just swords, which means you're just thinking about it, but that's under action. So maybe for some of you feeling that's the only thing you can do at this time. You're trying to remain in your head and be logical, but that disconnects you from your heart and your emotions and your intuition. But I think you get it together. The Queen of Swords is here. So I think you do get that together. You get in touch with what's going on inside and outside. But it lands you straight into Nine of Swords. It's almost like you don't trust your own intuition. You prefer to just have full prefrontal cortex energy towards it. But then that's when you need to ask yourself, Taurus, sorry, not Taurus, some of you might be dealing with Taurus. So you need to ask yourself, Gemini, are you managing your mind or is your mind managing you? Because I'm not seeing any action here. Just seeing thought. Some of you might not be able to take action. But to be honest, you can always take action. Sometimes your action is just self-care. If you can't physically do anything about your situation. But it involves this other energy. I don't know if you're waiting on them to do something. I don't know. Something like that. Okay, can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please, for Taurus? Can I get the Ace of Pentacles for Taurus, please? Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles for Taurus. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, Seven of Swords, Magician, and the Nine of Cups. Your head's getting in the way. So you're trying to manifest the best possible outcome for you and everyone else. It's not going to go that way unless you drop all this mental energy and this mental overload that you are carrying there, Gemini. It's literally blocking out the opportunity for happiness and reconciliation or whatever it is you're after with this other energy from coming in because you're in your head. You're trying to manifest from a distorted place because you're not in touch with your heart. You think you are, but you're not. You're telling yourself stories here, Taurus. Gemini, why do I keep getting Taurus? Some of you might be dealing with a Taurus or have very strong Taurus placements. So check the Taurus reading. But it's like you're in your head. Thing is, you're an air sign, Gemini, so I'm not surprised. It's your place of comfort is in your own head. But at the moment, it's just causing you a block on your actual manifestation of happiness and a happy result from coming in. You're thinking about it too much. You need to take a break from your own mind. Okay, can I get a challenge with the Ace of Swords there, please? Ooh, excuse me. Excuse me, Gemini. I'm melting all over the table there. It's quite hot in this room. That's probably why. Okay, can I get the Ace of Swords? A challenge with the Ace of Swords, please, for Gemini. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you very much. 10 of Pentacles reversed. This is definitely something to do with your home environment, or at least the structure in which you feel at home. I think it might be kind of in a bit of turmoil here. You want to connect in a nice way to someone or something else that you believe will straighten things out. You're saying that that's your biggest challenge, is the actual environment, how that's affected by what's going on with you and possibly one or even more energies. Okay, okay, didn't even have to ask it. Did it for me? The Emperor, you got this. Did you see how that just fell out there, Gemini? The universe is like, Gemini's got this. They're telling themselves they haven't, but they absolutely have. That's why the Emperor is your challenge. For some of you, this might be a person in your life. Maybe there's some authority figure, a boss or something like that that you need to go to. It's also under like wish fulfillment. You're not getting the thing that you wanted. Some of you, this might be quitting a job to go do whatever it is that you actually want to do, but you're afraid of how it's going to affect you financially in the home. You're overcoming a boss energy here. So maybe you want to go to the boss for a promotion and they said no. So you're like, I'm out of here then. And you end up becoming maybe your own boss. Maybe some of you go self-employed or something like that. You become your own emperor. Who knows? It's something like that. Okay, can I get the Ace of Wands? The challenge in the Ace of Wands, please. The challenge in the Ace of Wands. The challenge in the Ace of Wands. It's the Eight of Cups in reverse. Don't do that. Sometimes this is you kind of going back on what it is you're promising yourself, or physically going back to an environment that's no longer serving you, that you need to move on from. Some of you, it might be, yeah, I'm going after my dreams. It doesn't work out after 2 days. And you're like, no, this isn't working. I'm going back. But this is stemming from your lack of self-belief. These are the thoughts that you're telling yourself, Gemini, not the actual reality of the situation. Now, we've got the Three of Wands upright. Trust in yourself. You're trying to expand here. There is something coming in for you. It's like trusting that. And I think some of you might think that this manifestation that you're working on for this great outcome with your 10 of Cups upright isn't coming in. It is. It's just you've got to get out of your own head. And it's like you can't see here with the Three of Wands the expansion that lays out before you, but it's there. Your challenge is to identify it and vibe with it. Okay, Gemini? Right, can I please get some universal advice for Gemini, please? Some universal advice? Universal advice for Gemini. Universal advice for Gemini, please. Oh, no, we don't want those. We want just this one, okay. The King of Stones. Yeah, I think some of you, this is a work situation. The Knight of Vessels, and the Five of Stones. Okay. It's not going to be an easy path out of here, Gemini, but there certainly is a path out of here. The universe is kind of asking you to endure. You're going on a path here where it's going to really test your sense of self-stability. So those of you enjoying material stability at the moment and you're worried about losing that, it's almost saying, yeah, that is going to be rocked, but wherever you're going is your heart's desire. And you might not have as much material abundance around you for a short while, but it will get back on track so long as you persist and stay close to your heart and follow your heart and your intuition. This has always got your best interest in mind. But if it's about connecting with another energy, it means that that's coming in. It's keeping your heart open, but also remaining grounded. So don't get too carried away with the fairies, staying grounded in reality. And that's what the King of Stones does. And that's also calling back here with your Ace of Wands energy, which is all in your head at the moment. Keep grounded. Look at reality for the results of the situation. Don't make up scenarios in your head and then run with those. That is your fastest way to a dead end, okay? So deal with what's in front of you, what's actually going on. Stay true to yourself. Keep your heart open and you won't go far wrong, Gemini. Okay, I'm going to leave the reading there for you, my loves. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up and a little subscribe if you're new here. Helps the channel reach more people who may need the advice and guidance. And with that, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you, Gemini. You're going to be absolutely fine. Trust yourself and it'll all be sound. And until the next one, guys, take care. Okay, next up we have Cancer. Hello, Cancer, my cool crabs in the house. How are we doing? It's that time again, Cancer. And welcome to Esotera Tarot. Today we're doing the 4 aces. Just bear with me a second. I am just tidying away Gemini's cards and I will be right with you. Okay, right, here we go. Cancer, welcome to Esotera Tarot, the 4 aces reading. I will go through what they mean for those of you who haven't been here before, but before I do, I just want to remind you that I set all the intentions for these readings for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs, Cancer. So if you don't see your reading here today, don't worry about it. Go down to the timestamps below. I'm sure you'll see your placement there and find a reading that resonates with you. And with that, Cancer, we're going to jump straight in. First, I'll explain the cards. We're going to go into the Ace of Swords. So that's your mental focus. That is the things that you are thinking about and ruminating on. Then we go into the Ace of Cups. That's your heart's desire, your passion. It's what you're drawn towards. It's who you're falling in love with and what you're falling in love with, but it also has healing in there too. Then we go into the Ace of Wands. That's your drive. That's where you want to put action and power towards either overcoming an obstacle or achieving a goal. And then we move into the Ace of Pentacles. That's your real world tangible results, but can also represent money, work, investments, and things of that nature as well. So if you're ready there, Cancer, I'm going to jump straight in, starting with clarifying, if my hair would let me, start clarifying the Ace of Swords. Okay, can we get the Ace of Swords, please, for Cancer? The Ace of Swords, please, Spirit. What's going on with Cancer? What are they thinking about? What's going in that under that shell? Okay, can we show me Cancer, please? Show me Cancer. Page of Swords, the Judgment card, and the Ace of Wands. Okay, powerful cards coming out right out the gate there, Cancer. Something you want to do? Something you're excited about? You've got to make a decision on whether or not to pull the trigger on it, which means like getting it going. You're very wary though. It's like I see an image of somebody looking around first. Is anyone watching me while I do this? That sort of thing. You're addressing a change in your life that's coming in. It's exciting. It's something that you've wanted a little while. Passionate, creative, that sort of thing. But on the surface of it, you're like, I don't want anyone to be doing this. Okay. Why, Cancer? What are you up to? I'm going to find out. We're going to go into the Ace of Cups. Right, can you show me the Ace of Cups for Cancer, please? The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups for Cancer. Oh, Three of Swords. What's going on here? Strength. And the Ace of Cups again, clarifying the Ace of Cups. Oh, there's a little heartbreak, a little heartache here. But I don't know if it's heartache you've experienced or heartache you're anticipating. Show me strength there. It's almost like you're anticipating heartache. It's like, I'm going for this. Strong possibility it's not going to work out. It's going to break my heart. But I'm going for it anyway. You're showing me it's taking you a lot of courage to do that. Okay, right. I've got you. I'm with you, Cancer. Let's see what we're going to do about it. We're going to go into the Ace of Wands. Can you show me the Ace of Wands for Cancer, please? Can you show me the Ace of Wands? The Ace of Wands for Cancer, please. The Ace of Wands for Cancer. The Ace of Wands for Cancer, please. Seven of Swords. Page of Pentacles. The Tower. So this is almost like a clean-up job after something else that's happened to you. You showed me that you don't feel stable, and either in your current situation or in past situations. And it's like you've got to take a leap out of it, but you're worried that you're going to leap, say, out of the frying pan into the fire. Like, is what I'm doing actually going to work out worse for me or better? Something new, so you're stepping back to study it first with all going all in. But the picture you're getting of it from afar, Cancer, is not as it seems, because it's under the Seven of Swords. See, the thing with the Seven of Swords, and not many people know the story of the Seven of Swords, but I'm going to tell you now, Cancer. The Seven of Swords is a man stealing swords. But what they don't tell you is, he's not just stealing swords, they're already his swords. He's stealing swords back from someone who previously stole swords from him. So is it stealing? Or is it rebalancing of the scales, right? Is it? That's why it's deceptive, because it's not really known. And that's telling me here, that story was highlighted here, was you feel like you're doing something wrong by going for the thing that you want. Or the thing that's already yours. With that little page energy. It's like, I don't want anyone watching me do this, but it's the right thing for me. You're doing something under the cover of darkness and the secret here. But whatever it is, it's going to be life-changing, because it's coming under Tower energy. but you're kind of rising out of the tower with this new thing, and you're like, this is me, this is new, this is mine, I'm going for it. It may shake up the foundations of my life, but I've got to do it. I hope nobody really pays much attention to me while I'm doing it. You're keeping your energy small on it, Cancer. Okay. And if you don't do it, you might break your heart. Though you're willing to take the risk. I think that's probably why you don't want people to see. You don't want people to see you potentially fail at whatever this is. Okay, can I get the Ace of Pentacles? That might just be for some of you, though. Can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please? Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, 3 of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the 10 of Cups. So this is something that's going to make you truly happy. You've thought about it. It involves other people as well. Other people are coming in, or you're reaching towards another person, a group. It's almost like a bit of a coming out the closet kind of energy for some of you there. But it's going to make you really happy. It's something that you kept very close to your heart, an inner happiness that nobody else knows about. But you're like, now's the time. I have to get this out of me. I have to accept this as part of who I am. And you do. And to your surprise, a lot of people come out to support it. Good, Cancer. I'm glad. Okay, can I please get the Ace of Swords? I'm going to pull some challenges now in each area for you, Cancer, for you to overcome. To get to where you need to go. Can we get the challenge with the Ace of Swords, please? The Ace of Swords. We've got the 7 of Pentacles on its side. We've got the... Oh, I'm going too fast. We will come back to that 4 of Swords. So the 7 of Pentacles on its side is about what do you invest in? You're not fully investing. I think it's this paranoia people will see you, Cancer. You're not fully investing in something that you want to invest in because you're worried about how it will be perceived. We had the 4 of Swords on its side there. Yeah, it's something that's aligning to you. So you're not fully acting on it for the same reason. But also, so it's both how will it be perceived, and also it could possibly fail, it could possibly break my heart and all of that. Okay, but it is aligned to you, but you're not aligning with it because of all this doubt you've got in your head about it and trying to do it under the veil and stuff like that. Okay, right, I get it. Oh, but you get on your way though. The 6 of Cups. It's almost the universe is almost like pushing you to do this. Like, please, Cancer, don't worry about it. Just get on with it. Don't worry about everyone else. You're on your soul journey. They're not on your soul journey. They're not in your shoes. So you got to kind of just get up, get going with it, seeing how you feel. And then the challenge for the Ace of Pentacles is, oh yes, dropping that guard that we've got up here. You've got your guard up to this, to others. The Page of Swords. Page of Swords on its side here when it comes to other energies coming in to help you and support you. It means dropping your guard on it and letting them in on whatever it is that you're doing so they can support you. So that's going to be your challenge in that area, Cancer, and that makes sense to me. Okay, let's jump in and get some universal advice for you. Can you please show me universal advice for Cancer, please? Some universal advice for Cancer. Universal advice, please, for Cancer. Universal advice. The Page of Stones. Come back to that. Pole Star. 9 of Arrows. Yes. Okay. Overthinking it. So this is meant for you, whatever it is you're doing, because you've got coming under the Pole Star. Sorry, someone outside clunking about there. And it also has this card also has the Fool in it as well, on his way towards his star. So this is something that is part of your soul journey, your wish come true and meant for you. This Page of Stones is kind of where you're at now. When we were saying with the other Page of Stones, which is the Page of Pentacles, you're just kind of sitting back looking at it at the minute, going, do I go for it? Yes, you do. Okay, right. I'm not here to tell you what to do. It's your choice, of course, Cancer, but the energy's there for you to take it, to do it and make it a success. But you might stop yourself here because we have the 9 of Arrows, which is the 9 of Swords, which we saw. Did we see this somewhere in the overthinking? No, we didn't. It's not that vibe, though, because you've got lots of Swords energy here about overthinking it. It's stuck in your head. And it's going to continue to be in your head as you go along, but that's just fine. It's part of the process, Cancer. It's just trusting the universe. Just trusting that abundance is coming in for you and you're making the right choice for you. Anyway, Cancer, I am going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up. It helps push it further out into the algorithm. Get some more Cancerians in the collective to get their loving messages and guidance for when they need it. And with that, Cancer, I'm going to love you and leave you. And until the next one, guys, take care. Hello Leo, and we are back in the room. Anyone watching through would have noticed me do a little time warp there. Just need a little refreshment break and to grab myself a little cup of coffee because you know I'm a caffeine addict there, Leo, and I am not ashamed. Okay, Leo, thank you very much for joining me here at Esotera Tarot. Welcome to the Zenden, and welcome back to those of you who have been here before. Welcome to your 4 ACES reading. I will go through what each of the cards mean, but before I do, just a little explanation for those of you who haven't been here before. The Ace of Swords is your clarity, so that is what you're thinking about, that's your focus, that's what's on your mind. We go through those first because it helps us determine early on if this is your reading. We then move into the Ace of Cups, that's your heart's desire, that is what you were drawn towards, that's what you're falling in love with and who you're falling in love with. Also, it may come up with themes of healing and things like that. Then we go into the Ace of Wands. So that's your drive and your passion, your fire. That is why you want to move energy towards to either overcome something or to achieve a goal. And then we go into the Ace of Pentacles. That's your real world tangible results. It also may have themes of money, so work, investments, things like that may also come up under this card. And if you're ready, Leo, we're just going to jump straight in and start clarifying. First, starting with the Ace of Swords. Okay, can you please show me the Ace of Swords for Leo, please? The Ace of Swords for Leo. Can you please show me the Ace of Swords for Leo, please? For Leo, the Ace of Swords. Can you show me the Ace of Swords for Leo, please? For Leo, the Ace of Swords. And that one wanted to come out. Okay, the Emperor. Nice. We've got the 6 of Pentacles, nice balance there, and the Magician. Okay, so you've been working hard, Leo, to try and get more balance into your life. That's now finally coming in for you. You feel really steady. You feel really grounded. You're happy with the way things are going. You're feeling a sense of confidence in yourself, your abilities, your external environment as well. It's such a really nice place to be in there, Leo. I'm all for it. Okay, let's go into the Ace of Cups, right? Whoa, Ace of Cups, we've got the World. Okay, that one really fell out there. Temperance and, okay, the 4 of Pentacles. Oh, okay. So there's a grounded energy there. Be careful you're not being too grounded, Leo. A lot of grounding for a fire card isn't too good, although the Emperor itself is a fire card. It is Aries, but that's still in your wheelhouse there, Leo. You're still very comfortable in Emperor energy. But it might be a little bit too much hanging on here. But it's showing you in time, you come to accept some kind of ending of a cycle in your life. At the moment, you're not recognising it. You're almost like, nope, everything's going perfect. I won't accept this ending. I think the ending might have already occurred or it's coming in time. Something to do with something that you loved or once loved. I'm getting a feeling of somebody who is almost forcing a love. Not that you're forcing someone to love you, Leo, but I don't like to make it about me. But when I was a kid, I was really into art to the point where I would be doodling all day in my school books, even though I should have been doing maths or something. I'd get home, I would do art again for like another 4 or 5 hours at home, like I was zoned in, and that was my life, right, till I got to art school. I went to art school, and art school, at least the one I went to, was so bad. Afterwards, I never picked up a paintbrush again. I had to like force it, but it was like almost like this kind of run its course for me, and now I'm on something new. I actually was starting a real love for history at that point, and that's actually what I went up to study in the end, was history, not art. But it took me a long time to accept that I was not going to be an artist. And not because I couldn't do it, but because my zest and drive and want to do that had just kind of gone out the window. And that's kind of what I'm getting for you here, Leo. Something that you once loved, something that was part of your life is coming to a close. You're hanging on to it because it's almost like familiar and something that you thought that you were going to do or wanted to have around, but it's not. But over time, that naturally closes itself off to you. And it's not you've done anything wrong. It's not that you don't want it. It's just, it's run its course. It's run its cycle. Okay. I get that, Leo. And sometimes it's sad to say goodbye to those old versions of ourselves, right? Okay, moving into the Ace of Wands, we've got the 2 of Wands. We have the 10 of Swords, and we have the 8 of Cups. Yeah, you're moving on to something, but before you get there, you need to accept the ending. You need to accept it's no longer for you. It's part of your moving on journey. It's like you're moving on and you are moving towards something that you are opening up to. You're opening up to something else, but you're carrying this ending with you. And until you've overcome that, the thing you are manifesting, the things that are supposed to come to you that excite you and fill you with passion are kind of just waiting to come in. They're waiting for you to deal with this ending. Okay, Leo, I got you. Just dragging your feet on that one a little bit, but I get it. It's hard. Right, we've got the Queen of Swords in the Ace of Pentacles. There we go, the Death card. There you go, and the Knight of Pentacles. Slowly, slowly you do it. So the Death card. The Knight of Pentacles is all about strategic planning, moving steadily towards a goal. It's like you know that this ending is coming, then the ending hits. And then once the ending hits, oh, it's like the storm that clears the air after a foggy day. Because then you go into Queen of Swords energy and you're like, I got this. Have you also noticed the Queen of Swords? She's actually holding the sword upright, but she's also cutting a cord. It's like you're cutting this cord from the past, whatever's been following you, and then you can go on your merry way. Good. Okay, can I please get a challenge for the Ace of Swords, please, for Leo? Can I please get a challenge? Can I get a challenge, please? A challenge? Can I get a challenge, please? Challenge. Oh, yeah, we've got... Oh, this is 2 here. Okay, we'll take them as both. There's something that is causing conflict in you around your heart space, and you were aware of it because it's under the Ace of Swords. You're like, yeah, everything's going great. It's going great, Lydia. I promise it is. Not everything, Leo. Okay. So there's been some conflict with others. It has broken your heart. And I think it's accepting that you've got to just kind of leave it behind. It might be feel a bit up in the air and unresolved at this time. Then you know you need to just distance yourself between you and whatever this is for your own greatest good. And that will be your challenge in the Ace of Swords. Okay. Can I please get a challenge for the Ace of Cups, please, for Leo? A challenge in the Ace of Cups for Leo, please. A challenge in the Ace of Cups. King of Cups on his side. That's emotional maturity. Yeah, it's coming in. I'm not saying you're being immature, Leo. We all go through stages of emotional immaturity and emotional maturity. But that feeling of, okay, I've completed over this. I don't need to carry this with me anymore. You can cut that off, the emotional cut off, which is what the King of Cups does. So the King of Cups, as much as he's the bringer of love, he is also very good at cutting off things that he knows don't love him or he doesn't love anymore. So he can be kind of cold for the King of Cups, but he just knows what's good for him emotionally and what's bad for him emotionally, and he doesn't hesitate just to... Now that is coming in for you. He's on his side, but I believe he is on the right way up. Okay, oh, we've got the 6 of Cups here. It was actually slightly on its side there, so I'm going to leave it like a little bit like that. This is a soul bond, a soul connection, someone who you thought you were going to spend a lifetime with, maybe, that's now coming to an end. And it's accepting that ending. I think it might have already ended in the physical over here. That's why you're showing me this heartache. The energetical connection here via this King of Cups energy that's not quite in the upright yet. That means your connection to this energy is still it's still emotionally driven. It's still emotionally charged. And that will come away as well once you overcome that. And then once you do, the doors swing wide open and new opportunities and new people are on the horizon there for you, Leo. And last but not least, the Magician. Yes, you can, Leo. This is you doubting your ability to actually cut off from this and actually embrace this transformational energy of death. Like air quote death, because it's not death. It's just the end of a cycle. You are not trusting your ability to cope with it, to be able to handle it, or to make the best out of the situation. Well, you absolutely can, Leo, because you then come up with the Queen of Swords once this is all done, and you actually start manifesting in things that are aligned to you. That's supported by the 2 of Wands here in your actions, the way you go about things. You're a little bit different from this process, Leo, but that attracts different energies towards you, and they're much more serving than whatever went on over here. Right, let's just finish off now, Leo, with a little bit of advice from the universe. Can you please show me Leo, please? Let me get a little bit of universal advice for our Leos going through this. Some universal advice, please for Leo. Some universal advice. Some universal advice. 2 of Stones. There's the energetic connection, and look, it's challenging. Okay, with whoever this is. The 5 of Arrows, frustration. I think you've managed, and that's the 5 of Wands. No, that's the 5 of Swords, not the 5 of Wands. Very similar energy, though. You've tried to fix this many times. It's never worked out. It's time just to cut your losses and go there, Leo. And then you've got the 6 of Bows, abundance. What did I tell you, Leo? As soon as you drop it and you let it go, then your abundance can begin. It's under the number of 6, and 6 is balance. Don't have them believe what they tell you, Leo. The number 666 is not of the devil. 666 is a pagan number of ultimate balance, because 6 breaks into threes. That's balance. And then, of course, 3 6s. There's your threes again. Balance, balance, balance. The triangle. What am I thinking? The spirit, the self, and your higher self. Something like that, anyway. There's 3 elements. The triangle is what? The steadiest shape of them all. So you've got stability coming in, victory, because that's 6 of Wands, is a feeling of victory, coming together with other energies that serve you around the warmth of that fire there for you, Leo. Oh, wonderful. Okay, this feels a bit shit now, Leo. There, you'll be fine. It's all going to balance out once you rid yourself of whatever frustrating energy has attached itself to you. Okay, Leo, I am going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up, Leo. It helps get more Leos into the collective, bulk up those numbers, get the energy going in the room, and get more messages out to people who need them. And with that, Leo, I'm going to love you and leave you. And until the next one, take care. Okay, next up we have Virgo. Hang on, Virgo. I'm just tidying away Leo's cards. Bear with me one moment, please, my darlings. I'll be there in one moment. Okay, right. With me. Going as fast as we can. I'm working on that interlude music, Virgo, between these transition periods. Right. Okay, hi Virgo, welcome to your 4 ACES reading. I'm going through the 4 ACES, which is the 4 aspects of life, which I'll run through in a moment for those of you who have not been here before. But before I do, just a little reminder that I set the intention for these readings for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. So if this reading isn't resonating with you, Virgo, then head on down to the timestamps below, find one of your other placements. I'm sure you'll find yourself in there somewhere. And with that, Virgo, I'm just going to start off by quickly explaining the Ace of Swords, which is where we will start. This is your mental focus. This is what you're thinking about. This is what's on your mind. This is the best place to start for us, because then we can clarify quickly whether or not this is your reading. We will then move into the Ace of Cups. That's your heart's desire. That's who you're falling in love with, what you're falling in love with. It's also healing as well. Then we move into the Ace of Wands. That's your drive. That's your intention. That's your fire, your power. That's where you want to move energy towards to either overcome an obstacle or to achieve a goal. Then we move into the Ace of Pentacles. That's your real world tangible result. They're also associated with money, so we might see themes about work or investments come under this card as well. And with that, Virgo, if you're ready to rock and roll, so are we. We're starting with our Rider-Waite deck. I'm just going to start heading off and clarifying that Ace of Swords, see what's under the surface. We'll then come up with some challenges in each of the areas and finish off with some advice from the universe. Okay, Virgo, if you're ready, let's go. Can you please show me the Ace of Swords, please, for Virgo? The Ace of Swords for Virgo, please. The Ace of Swords for Virgo. What's going on for our Virgo collective? What are they thinking about? What's on their mind? Okay, starting off the reading with the Fool. Where are you going, Virgo? You're at a beautiful brand new beginning here. Okay, we've got the 8 of Cups. You're like, yes, Lydia, I am out of here. Okay, and the Page of Cups. Okay, so you've been giving a little bit of love to some people. I don't think you were feeling the love in return, so you're like, okay, I'm going now. Bye-bye. You want to go towards something that nourishes you. You really want to open up your heart after a time of it being closed off. You realise you've got to move out the situation you're in order to do that. And you're quite determined to do it there, Virgo. It looks like you're leaping into a new beginning there. We've got 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Just caught my eye as I was about to cut for the Ace of Cups. I have a feeling that that might be revealed to exactly where it is that you're going. It looks like you are following your heart, because the Page, the cup he's holding is this Ace of Cups here. So let's see what's in your Page's hand, where you want to put your heart energy towards. Okay, the Page of Pentacles in reverse. All right. The 7 of Wands and the 2 of Pentacles. There's a particular one, isn't there? There's a particular energy here. I don't know if you're speaking. You're blocking them out. I don't know if that's a physical block, like you've got them blocked on socials, you've got the number blocked, something like that. That's very much decay. Could be the case for some of you. Some of you, this is an energetic block, because things were not stable with that person. You're almost turning your back onto them. You're like, I don't even want to hear you out. I don't want to be convinced. I don't want to study what could have been. I feel like you've been doing a lot of that, Virgo. And this is you as well, Virgo card here, Page of Pentacles. You're like, no, enough is enough. I can't do this anymore. I just want to be gone and I want to forget about it. I don't need to learn any more from this experience with you, whoever that is. Okay, I get that, Virgo. Very determined there. Right, can I get the Ace of Wands? Can I get the Ace of Wands for Virgo, please? The Ace of Wands. Strength. The Empress. The Queen of Pentacles. There you are again. Okay, it's all about you now, Virgo. You're like, no, if it's not serving me, I'm not interested. You're coming up into your Empress energy here. So this attitude is exactly what you need to be taking with this other energy that you're dealing with, or could possibly be multiple energies. The way you're showing me here, it's hard. But also the process is building your inner resilience and strength. So it's very much a trust the process kind of reading for you here today, Virgo. But yeah, you're like, no, I want to create my own abundance. I want my independence. I want to show these methods what it is that you're then missing out on, who exactly it is they're dealing with. But you showed me it's hard because as well as you having to change your habits and behavior around this situation, internally you're changing as well, for the better, I might add, Virgo. Okay, can I get the Ace of Pentacles? Let me see what the Ace of Pentacles is there for Virgo. Thank you very much, Spirit. We've got the Star card. Sorry, we've got to cover up our girl here. Okay, make her a little bit more modest. Right, and then we've got the, beautiful. We've got the Five of Wands in reverse there, and the Knight of Cups. Oh, Virgo. Do you know what? I've been getting some real magical readings for you recently, Virgo, and I think it's because we've come out of that crazy moon eclipse season we just had, right? So the Knight of Cups is that little Page of Cups, but look, he's graduated. So out of this situation you go through, and I don't think you realise this because it's down in the subconscious line, and I also don't think you're still energetically connected from whoever it is you've left. You've physically left this person, Virgo. Energetically the connection still stands, but you are mentally blocking that out because this line's the subconscious. Okay, so but your little Page of Cups, whatever your heart's desire is for yourself, and I believe it's for yourself, is graduated up to a Knight. He's really on his way, and you're pretty much ready to tackle anybody who tries to get in your way. I literally see this Knight of Cups like bulldozing anyone who wants to come and give you shit. Good. You're like, I'm getting to my star. I'm getting to my wish fulfillment for me and my abundance in my Empress energy, and nobody is going to stop me. Good, Virgo. Well, listen, it's a bit scary, but in a good way. You're like, no, I'm not taking any prisoners. Okay, good. And I know when a Virgo says they're not taking any prisoners, they mean it, right? And I'm in this with all the love in the world, Virgo. For those of you who don't know, I'm one of you. Okay, right. Can I get a challenge? Well, we've got two come out literally on the cut. I know you're not messing about today, Virgo. Yeah, we've got the Ten of Cups. Oh, and we've got the Eight of Wands. The energy of happiness is there for you, and you knew it all along, Virgo, didn't you? You knew it all along. That's your drive there and your energy just going. No, it took a lot of effort for you to get going on this path that you're on, but you're on it. It's all the way to emotional fulfillment. You're like, you want to take the direct route. You're not meandering about, like indecisive. You know where you're going and you're determined to get there. Okay, right. We've got the High Priestess on her side. Some of you are beginning to clock on to your intuition, but it's also a little side note here that all is not as it seems. So this is about self-trust. I don't know if any of you completely trust your intuition here. It could be that. That's why it's on its side. It's like, you know, it's there. You're like, yeah, I'm listening. And I'll decide what I act on and what I don't. I'll decide what I believe and what I don't, which is true. You should do that, Virgo. Practice discernment even with yourself. But when your intuition's coming in, it is always best to kind of lean on the side of your intuition here and just go with what your gut is telling you. And you are the ruler of the digestive system. So you have a very, very strong connection to your gut. It's very rarely wrong, okay? So really try and tune into that intuition, try and listen to it, give it some time, sit with yourself in peace and quiet so you can hear yourself. Don't try and listen too much to other people. Oh, and then we've got the Six of Pentacles. So when you start this new journey, I think you might be not trusting that you're going to get the thing that you're setting out to get. Or you might not be feeling that that abundance is there for you. It absolutely is. You're feeling it in yourself, but you're waiting for it to come in from your external environment, either in the form of another person giving you love or the person you left giving you love to validate that journey. Or say if it's work, you're waiting for like the financial reward or the praise to validate that journey. The truth of the matter is, Virgo, you don't need that. You just need validation of self. You need to validate yourself and what you're doing. You're the only person who needs to approve, which you do. You got Queen of Pentacles and the Empress. You can't get any more proving than that. that it's about leaning a bit less on the external validation of it all, leaning more on the internal validation of it all, and that will be your challenge in that area there. And then we've got Temperance in reverse, a tendency to be a little bit impatient, waiting for this new manifestation to come in, which I'm not surprised, because you were doing a lot of bulldozing here. A little bit of impatience. Don't get too impatient, Virgo. I mean, keep at it, hammer away at whatever it is you're doing here. It is on its way to you, but just, you know, you got to wait a little bit of time, but that's okay. You can handle it. I know you can, Virgo. Right, I'm going to get you some advice from the universe, Virgo, just to close this off. Can we get some universal advice for Virgo, please? Some universal advice for Virgo. Universal advice, please, for Virgo. We've got the Four of Vessels in reverse. Are we reversed? No, we are not. Yeah, we've got the Ten of Bows, okay, and the Eight of Vessels. Oh, this very much almost passed you by, didn't it, Virgo? But no, you took it, you jumped on it at the last minute. Good. Someone you have been ignoring is coming in. It's related to this process. You're showing me they come in. It's a bit of a struggle for you at first, but then it may end up being something that actually really helps you on this journey, because we've got the Eight of Cups, which is rebirth in the Rider-Waite, and it's the cup of something coming back from the past to fill you up, light you up. But you're like, it's a struggle though, or unless the energy has taken its long sweet time to reach you, but it's coming in. Someone that you're not been in contact with for a little while is coming to assist. The universe is bringing them in to assist you. You'll recognize them when you see them, Virgo. You're associating them with being hard work. So maybe they were in the past. I don't think they are now, because they, I mean, look at all these cups. It's beautiful. This is a beautiful card. It's one of my favorites. You actually think, actually, yeah, this feels really nice. It's actually going to be pretty helpful to me. And that's all the universe is giving me on that one. Okay, Virgo. I hope this reading helped you. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up. It really helps push it out into the algorithm, get some more Virgos into the collective, bolster those numbers, bolster that energy, and get more messages out to the people who need them. And with that, Virgo, I'm going to love you and leave you. And until the next time, guys, take care. Okay, up next we have Libra. Hello, Libra. I'm just tidying up Virgo's card, so bear with me. I will timestamp this out, so most of you won't see this, but for those of you who do, you're more than welcome in this liminal space between the signs. Our little pit stop, our little rest break. Okay, bear with me. Almost there, Libra, and I'll be right with you with your 4 Aces reading. Okay, right. And we're back in the room. Hi Libra, welcome to your 4 Aces reading. And we're going to go through each of the 4 Aces in turn, and I will explain what they mean for those of you who have not been here before. But before I do, I just wanted to remind you that I set the intention for all of my readings for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. So if this reading isn't resonating with you, Libra, don't worry about it. Just hop down to the timestamps below, choose one of your other placements. I'm sure that you'll find yourself in there somewhere. And for those of you who have not been here before, the 4 Aces, we start with the Ace of Swords. So that's your focus, the things that you're thinking about, ruminating on. I'll go through these first, Libra, because it's easy for us to then clarify if this is in fact your reading. Then we go into the Ace of Cups. So that's your heart's desire. They're the things and the people you are falling in love with. Also represents healing as well, your healing journeys, piecing yourself all back together. So we'll see some themes under there, maybe. Then we come to the Ace of Wands. So that's your intention and your will. It's what you want to overcome. It's also what you want to achieve and where you want to put physical energy towards. Then we go into the Ace of Pentacles. That's your real world tangible results. But the Pentacles is also associated with work. So we might have things about money, work, investments, things like that come under the Ace of Pentacles. And with that, Libra, I'm going to jump straight in with the Ace of Swords and start to clarify where it is you're at and what you're thinking about. Okay, Spirit, can you please show me Libra, please? Can you show me Libra? Libra, please. Can you show me Libra, please? Libra. Whoop. Libra. Show me Libra. There we go. Libra. Libra. We've got the 4 of Swords reversed. Are we reversed? No, we are not. We have the High Priestess and we have the King of Cups. This is telling me that you are consciously aware that your heart and your intuition are not on the same page. And you're aware of it. Okay. Or your heart and your intuition are telling you to do something you're not entirely confident you can do or are comfortable with. I believe it's in connection to another energy. Something external. This is, you're responding to something here that's come into focus for you. And yeah, I say your heart and your intuition are aligned, but you're not aligned with them. That's kind of what I'm getting here. And you're aware of that. Okay. Right, can I get the Ace of Cups? That might be able to shine a little bit of light on what's going on there. Okay. Right. Can I get the Ace of Cups, please? The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups. Four of Pentacles. The Six of Swords. And the Seven of Cups. Not surprised there. You've got mental fog. You're foggy up there, Libra. Seven of Cups deals with like illusions, someone trying to pull the wool over your eyes, or you trying to hoodwink yourself into believing something. The moment the mind is disconnected from the heart and the intuition. I think that will come to a close though, because it shows you your mind moving into being calm, and then it's because you've got to face something in your reality that you don't really want to face, or that you've got to you're hanging on to that you shouldn't be hanging on to, or you've got to let go of something that you don't want to let go of. So it's almost like your mind's rejecting the idea, even though the heart and your intuition are like, this is the right thing to do, Libra. You're like, no, don't want to. Okay, all right, I get that. Something you've got to let go of and move towards, like the Chariot and the bottom of the deck and the hidden energy. So your heart and your intuition are pushing you in one direction, but you don't want to go. You want to stay where you are or go in a completely different direction. Whoa, not a nice place to be in, Libra. Very confusing. Okay, can I get the Ace of Wands, please? The Ace of Wands. What are you going to do about it? Let's have a look. The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands, please. The Ace of Wands. The Page of Wands. The Five of Pentacles and the World. Okay, so eventually you get fed up of being in this weird limbo that you have placed yourself in here, Libra. Well, it's not just you who's placed yourself here, it's you versus your higher self versus the universe. It's like three of you just kind of in this weird tango at the moment. Eventually you just kind of get enough of not making any progress in whatever it is you're trying to do, and then you're like, okay, then I'll open up to this. That's a Page of Wands. It's like opening up a very small door to other potential possibilities, and you like taking a little peek just to see what's on the other side there if you do open up. Okay, right, because this thing, whatever it is coming to a close, whether you're on board or not, and it's one of those let go or be dragged kind of things. Right, can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please? The Ace of Pentacles for Libra. The Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. The Hanged Man. Oh, what? Seven of Swords. Eight of Cups. Okay, so you start then going on this new journey, which the universe, your intuition and your heart have been urging you to do, and you get so far down the road, and then you go, ah! What am I doing? Libra. And it's coming into self-deception when you do that. Good. So it's not the universe stopping you, fate stopping you, it's you stopping you, and that's it. But you pause, you catch yourself doing it though. You pause. But it's almost like you're pausing to wait for a sign from somewhere else, from the universe. I don't know if that's coming or not, because I'm not clarifying. But maybe when we pull up the challenges, we'll be able to get a little bit more information on that. But you pause, you're like, okay, you get a little bit, you go there a little bit, but then you're like, no, because it doesn't feel right to you. But it's not going to. New cycles don't feel right because they're new. It's like getting a new pair of shoes, Libra. Oftentimes they pinch a little bit until you've been out in them a couple of times, and then they get comfy, right? Okay, can I get a challenge for the Ace of Swords? The Ace of Swords. Yeah, you don't want to look at it. Page of Pentacles in reverse. So you need to get that page the right way up and actually make some sort of tangible real life plan to get yourself moving to the place you need to be in energetically and emotionally, physically. It all starts with the Page of Pentacles, because he's the guy who identifies as something you need to do, and then he hands that over to the Knight of Pentacles, who then makes the plan and starts getting things going. Then we go into the Queen and the King, so on and so forth. You're at the very beginning of that journey, and it's right on your doorstep, but you're like, no, I'm not going to deal with that right now. Okay. What is this saying? He's in reverse. Knight of Pentacles. Without, if the Page of Pentacles isn't getting going, then the Knight of Pentacles can't get going. He's actually waiting for you to jump on the back of the horse and go, come on then, let's go. But you're not at the moment. You don't want to look at it. The energy is literally standing outside the front door waiting for you. You're still upstairs putting your lipstick on or putting on your tie or whatever it is you're doing there, Libra. The Tower. Yeah, that's why you won't go. There's a Tower coming in for you, Libra. Towers are not necessarily bad. They shake things up so we get going. Otherwise, you just get stuck at the top of the tower doing nothing, right? Whatever you're doing, all this ending is going to really shake things up, and it's almost like you're going to have to rebuild. At least it feels like you're rebuilding from scratch. You're not, because you're always building on whatever your previous experience was. No one's ever building from scratch. The foundations of whatever this was that meant a lot to you at one point have now crumbled, and you need to rebuild into something new. And you know that that's the case, and it's scary and it's hard, and I get it, but that's something that you have to overcome, because that's what life is all about. It's a series of tower moments, right? It's like Tower, Magician, Tower, Magician, Tower, Magician, until we get to where it is that we need to be and we find our inner peace and our stillness. Yeah, we've got the Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, so at some point, Libra, you actually kind of get wind of this energy that's been waiting on the doorstep, and you actually get going. And you actually get going quite fast. But I think you get going so fast, Libra, that you scare yourself, and that's what causes the pause. You're like, oh, what am I doing? Oh my God, does this dare work? Do I dare actually feel positive about this new beginning? And you start questioning yourself, you go into your own head, and we all know the rest of that story, don't we, Libra? Right, okay, can we please get some universal advice for Libra, please? Can we get some universal advice? The universal advice, please. Universal advice. The Ace of Arrows, okay. The Eight of Stones, and the Nine of Stones. So not only is this journey enriching for you, Libra, it brings in a lot of wealth. It's hard work, but it brings in wealth or abundance. Whatever wealth means to you. It could be wealth of emotions. It could be physical, pentacle, wealth, money. It's a result of your hard work. There's also a hell of a lot of healing here, and independence in wealth and health and happiness. Creating your own sense of happiness and abundance. And the idea of what that is almost like strikes you like a bolt of lightning out of nowhere. And I think you only really get this once you actually accept you need to go in a new direction. I think some of you don't know what direction you need to take. Well, you just got to kind of start. And you start with a new habit that's kind of quite small. Like, I'm not going to text that person every Wednesday. Or I'm not going to check their social medias 10 times today. You know? Or I'm not going to do a bunch of overtime like I normally do, because it's just not vibing with me anymore. Just a small change, and then suddenly it's like a light switch comes on. You know what you're doing, and you get to go into doing it. And there's so much healing in here and upskilling in here. You would not believe, but it's after you overcome this like little hanged man moment. It gets you out of pause. So you'll be struck with an idea, a sense of clarity. I think it's within this paused hanged man energy when you stop yourself. Okay then, Libra, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up. Help get some more Libras into the collective. Let's bolster those numbers, guys. Let's get all the Libra energy in the room, and then we can get more messages out to people who need them the most. And with that, Libra, I'm going to love you and leave you, and until the next one, take care. Okay, right, next we have Scorpio. Hi, Scorpio. I'll be with you in a minute, my darlings. I'm just tidying away Libra's cards. I'll be right with you. 1 second. 1 second. I'm going as fast as I can, Scorpio. As fast as I can. Welcome to your 4 aces. I hope you're all doing good. Right. Hi, Scorpio. We're back in the room. Thank you for your patience there with the cards. Welcome to your 4 ACES reading. I will go through what each ace means and what we're doing here, but first I'd just like to remind you that I set the intention for these readings for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. So if this reading isn't resonating with you, Scorpio, don't worry about it. Just go down to the timestamps below. I'm sure you'll find yourself in there somewhere. For those of you who have not been here before, we're going to jump into the Ace of Swords. That is your mental focus. That is what is going around in your mind. This helps us to clarify early on if this is in fact your reading. We then move into the Ace of Cups. That's your heart's desire, the things you're falling in love with, the people you're falling in love with. Also represents healing journeys as well. And we then go into the Ace of Wands. So that's your passion and your drive. That's where you want to put physical energy towards achieving a result or overcoming an obstacle. And then we go to the Ace of Pentacles. That's your real world tangible results. It's also associated with money. So we might have some themes of finance, work, investments, things like that come out under the Page of Pentacles. Let's see if we see the page come out. The Ace of Pentacles. And with that, Scorpio, if you are ready to rock and roll, so are we. We are starting with our rider weight. I'm going to clarify each in turn. We will then go into some challenges in each area and finish off with some advice from the universe. So thank you for joining me, Scorpio. Let's have a look under that Ace of Swords. We are going under the hood to see what's going on with you. What are you thinking about? Can you show me the Ace of Swords for Scorpio, please? The Ace of Swords for Scorpio. The Ace of Swords. The Star. Hang on a minute. I've got to cover up our girl here, Scorpio. She likes to get the girls out. She does. Don't blame her. Her and the world is underneath the deck. Okay, you've got the King of Wands. Oh, hello. And then we've got the Two of Swords. Why are you trying to stay away from your emotions here? Have you been getting a little bit reckless there, Scorpio? You've got the King of Wands here. Oh, we know he's all full of passion, drive and fire. I always found Scorpios, even though you're a water element, you're always kind of like the fiery element of water, which does exist. I'll do a video on it one day. You're trying to keep your emotions at bay, stay in your head, but there's something that you're really passionate about that is your heart's desire, or at least wish fulfillment. That's the Star, but you're holding yourself back. I don't know why. But it's kind of on a subconscious level rather than a conscious level. I think you might think you're going for it, but I don't know. That's kind of confusing me. So I'm going to clarify the Ace of Cups, because it's definitely something to do with your emotions here, because we've got emotions here with the Star, trying to balance out emotions with reality. Same with that. It's kind of the same message from the Two of Swords, because her emotions are at the back of her. She's trying to stay in reality and not get washed away by her emotions. But the thing is, you're a water card, though, there, Scorpio. So you're not in your natural environment while you're trying to navigate this. Instead, you're embracing like a King of Wands energy, which is fire. Okay. Have you been getting too emotional about something and you're trying to balance that out? I don't know. Let's go to the Ace of Cups. Instead of me just guessing, I'm just going to wait for you to tell me, Scorpio, okay? Let's go into the Ace of Cups. Ooh, okay, Ace of Cups. Okay, right, we've got a lot here. How many have we got? We can't. Oh, I'm being so urged to take all these. Okay, I'm going to take them. Right, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, nice. We've got the Sun. Nice. Page of Wands. There we go. Then we've got the Hermit. Oh, just loads of them. And then Ace of Wands. Lots of fire placements here. Something about happiness and clarity. Something to you feels karmic or coming in at the right time that you've been waiting on. You've been keeping all of this Wands energy and this fire energy much to yourself there with the Hermit, Scorpio. Something that makes you happy, that you really want to open up towards. But just getting passion here. You're very passionate about it. But you're keeping it in. It's locked in at the moment. But I see you reaching out to it. You telling me you reach out to it in time. The Hermit steps out into the Sun in time. Okay. Right. I don't know what you're waiting there for, Scorpio, but I trust your judgment. Okay. Can I please get the Ace of Wands there? I'm very curious about this Ace of Wands because you're throwing wands all over this reading, Scorpio. Okay. Can I get the Ace of Wands, please, for Scorpio? The Ace of Wands. Four of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the King of Swords. It's almost a bit like you're trying to talk yourself out of it. You're like, but how can this work out? Despite you trying to talk yourself out of this, Scorpio, you're not letting it go. You're not going to let it go. There's a mental fog, though, between you and it that you're trying to get through because the King of Swords is here. It's almost like I can see him trying to slice through the murkiness of it all to the thing that you're hanging on to here, whatever this is. Now, this could be a person, a pet, a place, a plant. It's going to be different for all of you Scorpios. It's always like, you're like, but how can I? But how can I? And I think this is your emotions here, and I think that's why you're trying to keep your emotions at bay. Because you're showing me here, once your emotions get involved, things get difficult and cloudy and you don't know what you're doing. That's why. And it's like you're pulling back, Scorpio, to wait for your big emotions to pass before going for this thing, whatever it is. You want to take a more practical approach. Despite me not seeing any pentacles on the table, not one. Oh no, sorry, four pentacles, yeah, and what you're hanging on to. The practical approach. The thing is, though, there's always a warning in that Four of Pentacles, Scorpio. Because the thing is, the Four of Pentacles is a man, he's sitting there. He appears to be on a throne like the King of Pentacles, but he's not. He's hanging on to this little thing because he thinks that this is the way that this needs to be and this is how I'm going to be abundant, when actually that thinking is the thing that's restricting him from becoming the King of Pentacles. He thinks he's the King of Pentacles, but he's not. He's hanging on to small potatoes. So if you're sitting there trying to plan something out to a T and dot every I and underline every word, that's not the way to go about it. You need to let in some of that water energy, Scorpio, because that's your natural element. You need to be who you are if you were going to do this. But I do agree with you. You don't want your emotions getting out of control. It's almost like you're terrified of your emotions getting out of control on this one. But okay. Right, okay. I'm going to go to the Ace of Pentacles now. Whoop. No more shuffling, they said. Okay. Oh, no, Six of Cups under the deck. So this may be in connection with the soul bond. Right, can I please get the Ace of Pentacles there, please? The Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. 10 of Wands. 4 of Cups. And the Ace of Cups. You're still doing it, Scorpio. That's why it's a struggle. You're ignoring your emotions. You go from full out, I'm trying to be rational about this, to full on, I'm just going to ignore my emotions about this entirely, but still carry on the way I'm going, despite it being a struggle. It's a struggle because your heart's not in it. Your heart's not in it. It's like you think you want it. You probably do want it, whatever it is, but because you're not tapping in, you're not checking in on your emotions about this, which is where you thrive, Scorpio. It's making it harder work than it needs to be. What's made you so terrified of your emotions over this? I don't know. It's going to be different for all of you, but I suggest just taking at least a little peek under the hood there and seeing what's going on with you and connecting with your higher self. Because it's through your emotions you connect through your intuition, and your intuition will tell you right from wrong and where you're going. It's not going to steer you wrong, Scorpio. Right, okay. Right, can I get the Ace of... yeah, so I just got a little back talk here from the energy of like, well, my emotions landed me in this mess to begin with. Yeah, that was uncontrolled emotions. You've got more than control on your emotions now. Too much control, like too much of anything is a bad thing. Too much emotions is a bad thing. Too much control is a bad thing. Sorry, these are too many cards, Scorpio. I wish I did, but I don't have time for all of those. I'm going to get you a challenge in each area. Okay, don't get mad at me, Scorpio. Okay. Got the 7 of Wands there. So the 7 of Swords. Hang on a minute, Scorpio. You've gone under the table now. Come out, please. There's a deception here. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. You think that staying in your head and being super rational is helping you. It's not helping you. It's hindering you. Just a little bit of emotions, please, Scorpio. A little tiny. Just trust yourself to feel a little bit. You'll be fine. There you go. You got the Emperor. Okay. So the Emperor is about being yourself. Feeling empowered in yourself. Sorry, Scorpio. I thought I dropped another card. No, I didn't. That's what you've got to achieve before you can actually go forward with whatever this is. Also, he's upright, so he's got that balance between not being too rigid and being a bit free-flowing. Because remember, the Emperor embodies all 4 kings, including the King of Cups. You have to take the King of Cups with you if you want to achieve Emperor status. That you don't want to be too grounded, too much pentacle grounded energy, which the Emperor can be a little bit stubborn. Okay? So just mind that. Then we've got the 3 of Wands on its side. Something is coming in towards you, something that you expect. It's not coming in towards you yet, so you're going to have to exercise a little bit of patience over that. Also patience about, you will get the clarity that you need. You will release and let go. You will feel this all again, but you've just got to give yourself a bit of time. Okay, oh, there you go. Queen of Cups. And she's showing up as a challenge. That's literally what I was just saying. Getting in touch with your emotions and your heart. That's what the Queen of Cups is. She's literally standing there going, hello, Scorpio, can you see me? Can you hear me? I'm here to help you. It's emotional mastery as well. Okay? So this could be your road to emotional mastery. Sometimes you've got to get rid of something to know how much you need and miss it, and you kind of have a bit more of a control over it. That's a little side note for some of you that think you might have been emotionally out of control in the past. That's why you're kind of pushing it down. Okay, can we get some universal advice for Scorpio, please? Some universal advice. Oh. Some universal advice for Scorpio, please. Universal advice. Oh. Universal advice. Universal advice. The Green Woman, that's the Empress to your Emperor. That is, if this is another energy you're dealing with, then someone energetically matched to you is coming in. The World Tree, that is the world endings, but in this deck, endings and new beginnings come under the same umbrella that they do in life anyway. And then the Hooded Man, the Hermit. You'll see. Okay, so first this means that the transformation for your life at Scorpio starts from within. There's a change coming in or something coming in that matches your Emperor energy there, that is going to get you out of this whole I don't want to feel my emotions thing. And it's to do with an ending and a new beginning in a certain direction. Different for all of you. Then you go within and you start feeling your emotions there with a Hermit. Good. I'm glad. The universe is here to help you out, Scorpio. It knows what's best. Trust it, okay? Right, Scorpio. I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up. Helps push it further out into the algorithm. We get more Scorpios in the collective. Bolster those numbers. Get more energy in the room. And get more readings out to the people who need them the most. And with that, Scorpio, I'm going to love you and leave you. And until the next one, take care. Okay, up next we have Saggy. Hi, Sagittarius. Bear with me a second, my loves. I'm just tidying away Scorpio's cards. I had a cluster fall out. I don't normally pull this many cards, but Spirit was like, take them all. So I took them and it made sense. I'm glad I did. But it just means a little extra clean up. So if you just bear with me, I will be right with you. 1 second. Okay, Saggy, we're here. We're back in the room. Hi Sag, welcome to your 4 Aces reading. I will go through what this means for those of you who have not been here before, but before I do, I just want to give you a little reminder that I set all the intention for these readings for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. So if you're not resonating with this reading today, Sag, don't worry about it. Just hop down to the timestamps below, check for your other placements. I'm sure you'll find your reading in there somewhere. And then for those of you who haven't been here before, we jump straight into the Ace of Swords. That's your mental focus, what's on your mind at the moment. I do this one first because it helps us clarify early on if this is your reading. Then we go into the Ace of Cups. That's your heart's desire, what you're drawn towards. It's who you're falling in love with and what you're falling in love with. It's also healing as well in this card. We've got the Ace of Wands coming up next. That is your passion, your drive, your sense of power, where you want to move energy towards with intent to either overcome an obstacle or achieve a goal. Then we go into the Ace of Pentacles. That's your real world tangible results. The Pentacles is also associated with money though, so we might see themes about money, work, investments, things like that come up under the Ace of Pentacles. And with that, Saggy, if you are happy, I am happy. Right away, it's happy and ready to go. Let's jump into that Ace of Swords and see what's coming up for you. We're going under the hood. We're seeing what's going on in that mind of yours, Saggy. Okay, Sagittarius. Whoop. Can you please show me Sagittarius? The Ace of Swords for Sagittarius, please. The Ace of... Ooh, hang on a minute, Sag. I'm just making sure we're all still in the room. Bear with me. Sorry, Sag. Okay. I had a little panic then that I wasn't recording, and I think I've been going since Cancer. Anyway, okay. Can you please show me the Ace of Swords, please, for Sagittarius? Thank you. The Ace of Swords for Saggy. Can you show me my lovely Sagittarius collective? The Ace of Swords, please. Okay. Oh, the Four of Wands. Okay. Ace of Swords, clarifying the Ace of Swords. I'm doubly sure, Lydia. Yeah, I hear you, Saggy. And the Emperor's triple sure. Something is making you feel good, Sag. It's to do with a commitment. They're coming together. You're very clear that this is good for you. That this is going to bring in a lot of abundance, emotional, physical, material, or otherwise. And you're like, yeah, that's what I want. I'm pointing at it. I'm going for it. Okay. Good. Let's go for the Ace of Cups. I have a feeling you're going to give me more details on what this Four of Wands is here. Go get the Ace of Cups. Okay. The sun, something that makes you happy. Oh, I'm glad for you, Saggy. The star. So we've got the star's been out for everybody, but we've got to cover up our girl. You know, she likes to get the little girlies out, doesn't she? But we can't on YouTube because of the censorship. And the Three of Cups. So this is either for some of you this is a one person, but for some of you this is like a community almost, like a sense of belonging somewhere. It could be a family, it could be a community, it could just be one other person. It's a collective of some sort. It's about you moving into the spaces socially, about where you belong or with a person that you belong with, because you're showing me both as a wish fulfillment and also fun. Lots of fun coming in. You're attracted to somebody or something that is fun for you. Close. If they've not come in yet, they're on the way in. Because you're like, no, this is me. This is almost like home. This feels like home. Oh, Sag, that's so nice. Oh, we've got the Six of Cups on the underneath in the hidden energy. That's soul bonds, soul connections, soul ties, soul family. Yeah, here in the 3D or up in the 5D. Okay, so I think that's in the hidden energy. A little side note for you there. For some of you, this person hasn't come in yet. Okay, some of you, they are already here and you know exactly who they are. But the Ace of Swords are the people who aren't for this person yet. You're like, yeah, okay, you will know them when you see them, okay? Believe me. It's like they slap you in the face, but in a nice way, clearly, because you show me you still like them afterwards, okay? Right, the Ace of Wands, please. The Ace of Wands. What are you going to do about it, Sag? Let's have a look. What are you going to do about it? The Ace of Wands, please, for Sagittarius. Queen of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. The Nine of Cups. Joy, joy, joy. There's joy everywhere. Oh, I don't know who this is. I don't know what this is, Saji, but it's very good for you. You'll feel amazing. Nine of Cups there. Wish fulfillment is something that you've wanted for a long time. Three of Pentacles. That's, again, a community or people or a person coming in and around you in the 3D and the physical that are helpful. And they make you feel abundant and are giving to your energy as well as you give to them, because that's what the Queen of Pentacles is. It's a card of give and take, equal give and take. The Queen of Pentacles looks after herself, then she looks after the others. And that is the type of energy you are drawing in to attract, because that's the type of energy you are, Sag. And equals, you know, I mean, they say opposites attract, but to be honest, and not in most cases. Like, you know, a taker and a giver, yet they attract each other. But is it long term? Is it sustainable? No. You're a giver, Sag. You're attracting more givers. That's nice. Okay, can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please? The Ace of Pentacles. So of you, this is a romantic connection coming in or around you. Some other people, this is friendship, community, things like that. Okay, can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please? The Ace of Pentacles. The Hanged Man. Who just had this in this position? I think it was Scorpio or Libra. Ace of Cups again, okay, and the Three of Wands. Okay, I think some of you are looking at this person from a distance. So I'm getting more as reading goes on. This is someone or something or a group you haven't come into contact with yet. But when it comes in, oh, it's coming in to fill your heart with joy. You love it, but it's not coming in a way you expect, because it's coming in from the Hanged Man energy. It's almost like this energy has had to pause before coming into you. So you might have gone through a little bit of time there, Sag, where not really much has been happening and you don't know what's going on, because the Three of Wands is also the card of expectation. You're like, where is this person? Where is my manifestation? Where is this abundance? It's on its way, but it's coming at you, I guess, from the back. You're looking that way, waiting for them, and then they tap you on the shoulder from over here, like, hiya. So some of you, they might be coming in a bit sooner than you expect. Okay, can I get the Ace of Swords, please? The Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords. This is the challenges now, what you may have to overcome in each area. Yeah, we've got we've got the Eight of Swords in reverse. So, a reverse Eight of Swords on the way up. If it's upright, it makes sense. You're very narrow in your focus, but no, you need to broaden your focus. Well, I know that makes sense. Of course it does. The thing that's coming in a way you don't expect. So you need to broaden your horizons. You're laser focused on the idea of whatever it is you want, which is not wrong. That's right. But it's coming at you from an angle. So you need to broaden your perspective here a little bit. Because this thing, person, project, place that's coming in to fill up your heart, community, or whatever it is in a place that you're not currently looking. But that'll change. It will. We've got the Hangman on his side. Bit of impatience there, okay? He's referring to this Hangman. Again, this is not coming from an area that you expect, Sag. But as you move through this and your horizons broaden, if you overcome this, it becomes a little bit more obvious where it might be coming from. Maybe you have a synchronicity or something that comes across your path that makes you stop for a second and pause and think about it and go, huh? And it's like, should I follow this hunch? I think you do. Okay, oh, there we go. We've got the 5 of Wands in reverse. So if any of you have had coming from communities, groups, families, connections that have been very chaotic or disappointing or challenging or something like that, that's now falling away. This is just confirmation that the new group that you're heading towards is actually a lot more peaceful, a lot more aligned. Brilliant. So don't expect conflict. Some of you, this person or energy might be coming out of a past conflict that you didn't expect, but I think that's only some of you. Oh, we've got the King of Cups in the upright to overcome. Yes. Emotional maturity. So when this thing comes in, don't worry, you're going to deal with it just fine. You'll deal with it just fine. You've got this, Sag. You might have a little bit of a wobble when it comes in. You might be like, oh, I'm not ready for this. You absolutely are. You absolutely are ready for this, Sag. It's just going to come in a little bit unexpected and it's going to really add to your emotional journey. Okay, right. Can I please get some advice for Sag, please? Can I get some advice for Sagittarius? Some advice for Sag, please. Advice for Sagittarius. We've got the 8 of Arrows. Oh, I know, my loves. The 7 of Vessels. Yeah, I know. And the King of Cups. Some of you are attracting in love partners. If it's not a love partner, then it's a very close family or friends that feel like family and things like that. Or family member who felt like a friend that felt like a family member, that sort of thing. It's been really struggles. You felt like you're on your own for a while with this, Sag. The energy's just gone whoosh, down, struggling. It's been heavy. It's been hard. 7 of Vessels, which is mourning. It's the letting go. You've had to let go of a lot of people, Sag, haven't you? Yeah, that makes sense. No wonder you've got your eye on new communities and new people. It's replacing people who were not serving you in the best way, but you mourned them nonetheless. But picking up the energy back up in the room, thank God, we've got the King of Cups here, right? He's lightening up all up. He's here twice. You've got the King of Cups twice across 2 different decks, Sag. Whoever's coming in, they're serious about making your life easier, not harder. They've been hurt too. They've had to heal too. They know it. They get it. This is soul family coming together. And it looks beautiful, Sag. It does. Okay, Sagittarius, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up. Helps push it out into the algorithm. Get some more Sagittarius in the room. Let's get our numbers strong, guys. Have a Sag moon. And get more messages out into the collective. And with that, Sagittarius, I'm going to love you and leave you. And until the next one, take care. Okay. Right, next up we have Capricorn. Sorry, Cappy. I'm just putting the cards away here for Sag. Bear with me a second. Welcome to the interlude. I don't have any interlude music ready yet. I'm working on it. Let me just get these cards away quick as we can, and then we will get straight to your reading. Bear with me, my happy Cappies. Okay. I'll timestamp this out so you won't even see it. Okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Cap. Most of you won't see it. Okay. Capricorn, hello, how are we doing? Welcome to your 4 Aces reading. I will run through what these Aces mean for those of you who have not been here before, but those of you who have, I just want a little reminder that I set the intention for these readings for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. So if this reading isn't resonating with you, Capricorn, then you just pop over to the timestamps below, check one of your other placements. I'm sure you'll be resonating with one of those readings somewhere. And with that, Cappy, I'm just going to jump straight in to describe what it is that we're doing here today. For those of you who it's your first time to the 4 Aces, welcome. We first go into the Ace of Swords, so that's your mental focus. It's what's going on in your mind. I do this first because it helps us to quickly identify whether or not this is your reading. We then move into the Ace of Cups. That's your heart's desire. It is the things you are falling in love with, the people you're falling in love with. It also represents healing. We then go into the Ace of Wands. That's your passion, your drive, your will. It is energy you want to put towards either overcoming an obstacle or achieving a goal. And then we go into the Ace of Pentacles. They're your real world tangible results, but it also represents money. So we might have themes about work, investments and things like that come under the Ace of Pentacles as well. And if you are ready, my happy Cappies, if you're ready to rock and roll, you're all comfy and cozy, let's just get cracking and start clarifying that Ace of Swords. Let's see what you're thinking about, Cappy. Okay, can you please clarify the Ace of Swords for Capricorn, please? The Ace of Swords, what's Capricorn thinking about? Ace of Swords, please, what's Capricorn thinking about? Okay, oh, Seven of Swords. Who's betrayed you, Cappy? You tell me. Let me know. I'll have them. We've got the Five of Pentacles and we've got the Ten of Cups. Oh. Sorry, I get little, like, footnotes, notes come into my brain when I pull these cards, and sometimes they're quite funny. So this one was like, you saying to me, like, I thought this was happiness. It's not. I know that doesn't sound funny. It was just the way it was phrased in my head. It was just like, this is like another dud. This is another dud, universe. Seriously. You almost feel like universe is just setting you up for failures and tricks and tests. And you're almost saying enough is enough now. You keep promising me the ocean and all I get is a glass of water. That kind of energy here when you're kind of enough is enough. I've detected this is a problem. I've detected this is a test. What do I need to do to get my Ten of Cups? And that's kind of where you're at, Cappy. Okay, I'm with you. Can I get the Ace of Cups, please, for Capricorn? The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups for Capricorn, please. The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups. We've got the Six of Wands, Two of Pentacles, and the Hermit. There's one energy in particular, isn't there, Cappy, that has been a bit of a disappointment for you. You have uncovered some deception here. You withdrew. You're still, unfortunately, energetically tied to whoever this is. Someone who you once thought was great is not great. But as you come along, Cappy, and kind of take some time for yourself here, you feel better and better. You actually feel a bit better and better. You kind of get a kind of sense of victory over this connection. I don't know what happens. Something happens between you and this other energy that's kind of unstable, but you're like, no, I'm stabilizing this out and I feel good while I'm doing it. Because we go from a wobbly 2 to a 6, and 6 is one of those stable energies that you can get in numerology. So you're like, yeah, but you do it from within, from first going within. Then you're like, okay, now I'm going to deal with this one, and you actually come out on top for it. Okay. Someone close to your heart, because it's under the Ace of Cups there. Can I get the Ace of Wands for Cappy, please? The Ace of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the Empress, the Four of Cups, the Six of Wands. Well, it seems that they then start chasing you, Cappy, whatever it is. So you're like, I'm moving away from this energy. I'm not interested. Okay. They come at you, though. They're like, Cappy, are you there? Capricorn. And you're like, no, no, no. You're really standing in your power with it. You are trying. I mean, it's an effort for you to do that. You know, there's something that you get, something empowering for you to ignore this person or thing that's coming at you. And it's coming at you. It's like almost like one step behind you. Imagine you're sitting on a bus and you're sitting somewhere near the front, Cappy. You're on your own, but they're like in the back seat watching you. And you're trying to, it's like you know that they're there, you can feel their eyes boring into the back of your head, but you're trying to ignore them. That's the image I'm getting under that situation. Something like that, but in an energetic sense. Okay, and you're good. You like the front of the bus because you get the best view. You're the first on, the first seat, it's more convenient. And you're the first off once you get to where you're going. It's the best seat in the house. You're not moving. It's like you come to me if you want to talk to me. That kind of thing. Okay. I get the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, Spirit doesn't want any more shuffling that way. That's fine. Can I get the Ace of Pentacles for Capricorn, please? The Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles, please. Whoop. Those two. Okay. Oh, no, we've got 3. Great. High Priestess. Hierophant. Strength. Oh, Cappy. Wow. The most underestimated couple And many of them do consider them a couple, because we think of like the King and Queen of Cups, the King and Queen of Wands, King and Queen of Pentacles. Everyone overlooks the High Priestess and the Hierophant, right? They are a couple in spirit. This is like the Pope. This is like the, the Priestess, right? Okay. Both of them are matters of spirit, higher knowing of the self, knowing of the universe, knowing of the darker recesses of the being of existence, all the higher things that we think about that while we're going around in our day-to-day. Now, the Hierophant is more about how those beliefs affect your day-to-day, so no wonder he's underneath the High Priestess. The High Priestess is like, right, your intuition comes down from your higher self, then it begins manifesting in your actual material environments as like a blessing, a guide or something. That's a Hierophant there. But they are both supported by strength. So the more you go through this process, Capricorn, the stronger you get, the stronger your intuition gets, and as your intuition gets stronger and you start feeling that, the more your material outside surroundings start to change for the better and become more aligned with you, including the energies that you're dealing with. This also may be a little footnote that you're dealing with a spiritual other person. Okay, so the other person you're dealing with may also be very much in touch with spirit as well. I mean, I don't know what they're doing, since they seem to be causing you some grief and aggro. If they're not in touch now, they will be eventually at some point, or they might have a synchronicity to come in that might trigger that. Something like that. But there's definitely something about spiritual dualship here. Okay, right. Can I get the challenges? We're going through the challenges in each section, Cappy. So we're going to start with the Ace of Swords. What's Cappy's challenge with the Ace of Swords, please? With the Ace of Swords? No, that's too many, Capricorn. I'm sorry. I don't have that much room or time, even though I'd love to. Little sneak peek. Hermit. Yeah, okay. Right, in reverse as well. Right, okay. The Sun in reverse. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it now, and it's unhappiness. You're tired of being unhappy. You're tired of people coming in, promising you happiness. They don't deliver on that happiness. It leaves you unhappy. It's like a repetitive cycle over and over again. You're like, nope, not doing that anymore. You're leaving that behind. You're happiness only, please. And you want evidence of it. We've got that Two of Pentacles in reverse. Many of you have disconnected from this person or situation in the physical, not energetically though. So they are coming back around. That's something that you have to deal with when they do. But I see that over here anyway. Yeah, we've got the Four of Pentacles in the upright. You are going to have an instinct to want to cling on to this person or energy when they come back around. Try and override that. Still keep yourself with individuality. Don't try and sweep it under the rug and forget about it and not talk about it. Your sense of happiness is paramount here, Capricorn. If you just pick things up where you left off without talking about what's really going on for you, you're just going to end up right back here in your journey, and you've made it this far already. Like, come on, Cappy, you got this. Four of Wands on its side. I think this is a commitment coming in. I don't think it's this person, if I'm honest, as the reading's gone on, because this is a very spiritual energy, and I don't think this person is very spiritual because they're causing you unhappiness. And I'm not saying spiritual people are always going to make you happy. No, because everyone's on their own soul path and we have soul contracts and karma to live. But it seems like this person's like not getting the hint, which is not telling me that it's not very enlightened energy. Either this person gets seriously enlightened soon and comes back round, or you've got another match coming in. And I think that's why the Wands is on its side here. You've got another match coming in, and it's between the Hierophant and the High Priestess. So this is a person who's a lot more spiritually attuned. Come to help, but you show me strength to get there. So they're coming in a while, Cappy, in a little while, and they're not giving me much more information on that. Okay, and it's also the marrying together of your spiritual self and your material self, and maybe introducing some of those more mystical aspects into your life, Cappy, which isn't easy. It's an obstacle I certainly know a lot about when I transitioned into this job. So there's a little bit of that there as well. Okay, can I please get some advice for Capricorn? Some advice for Capricorn. Some advice for Capricorn. The Ace of Stones, Ace of Pentacles here. This is someone else coming in for you, Cappy. I can feel it. The Nine of Arrows in reverse. That's the Nine of Swords. Someone who makes things feel a lot easier, gets you out of your head. Doesn't, because the Nine of Arrows is kind of is basically a card of depression, right? A lot of that is alleviated. And the Seven of Stones, which is healing. It's also self-investment and investment in others. There's a very healing energy moving towards you at this time. There's only once you drop this dead weight that you are dealing with now. Okay, Capricorn, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up. Help get more happy Cappies in the collective and strengthen those readings and get more messages out to the people who may need them. And with that, Capricorn, I'm going to love you and leave you. And until the next one, take care. Hello, Aquarius. And for those watching, I did another little time warp there just to freshen up the energies in the room for the last leg of the readings. Hi Aquarius, welcome to your 4 Aces reading. My name is Lydia and welcome back to those of you who have been here before. I will run through what we mean by all these 4 Aces, but before I do, just a little reminder that I set the intention for these readings for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. So if this reading isn't resonating with you Aquarius, then pop down to the timestamps below and check out another placement. I'm sure you'll find yourself in there somewhere. And with that Aquarius, I'm just going to do a quick overview of the cards. So we start with the Ace of Swords here. So this is your mental focus. It is what's going on in your mind. I clarify these first so that we can be sure that this is your reading. We then move into the Ace of Cups. That's your heart's desire. It's the things you're falling in love with, the people you're falling in love with. It also represents healing as well. Under the Ace of Wands, that's your passion, your fire, your drive. It is the energy that you want to put towards achieving a goal or overcoming an obstacle. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. That's your real world tangible outcome, but it's also associated with money. So we might have themes about work, investments, things of that nature coming out under the Ace of Pentacles. And with that Aquarius, if you are ready to go, we are going to start clarifying the Ace of Swords. Can you show me the Ace of Swords for Aquarius, please? The Ace of Swords for Aquarius. Ace of Swords, please, for Aquarius. The Ace of Swords. Let's get another shuffle in there, please, for Aquarius with the Ace of Swords. Oh, okay. Spirit's like, nope, no, you don't. Okay. We'll just go with the traditional hand shuffle then. Okay, can you please show me Aquarius, please? Can you please show me Aquarius? One more shuffle for Aquarius, please. Okay, we have the Hermit. Okay, we have the 4 of Wands and the 6 of Wands. So there was a connection, a commitment here that made you feel really good about taking it on. You were super excited about it. You felt really good. And then you distanced yourself from it. I don't know why, I'm not clarifying. But you're taking a little bit of step back and going within. There's an energy you were sharing with another here that felt really good. But now you're like, I'm not so sure. Okay. Right, going into the Ace of Cups there. I mean, that was quite straightforward. So I'm going to go in the Ace of Cups. That might give us a few more details there, Aquarius. Yeah, 7 of Pentacles, okay. The Devil, aha, makes sense. And the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so with that Devil energy, so we've got to cover up our boy and our girl here. So with the Devil energy there, Aquarius, you're like, this is turning into a bit of a toxic attachment. It was going quite steady. You also tried to balance it out. Give the connection some time. You were thinking maybe if I do things a certain way, that will make it better. Well, all that resulted in Aquarius was you giving a lot more than you were getting back. So no wonder you've withdrawn your energy just to reevaluate if it's something that you want to continue investing in moving forwards. Okay. For a time it was going okay, and then it just wasn't. It just turned kind of murky and not very nice. Okay, can I get the Ace of Wands there, please? The Ace of Wands, Ace of Wands, King of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, Justice. Yeah, you wanted to balance that out. You've been given to this connection more than you initially wanted to or felt that's fair. It's like almost draining your energy out of you. You're still taking a step back because you want things to balance out. That is justice. That's supported by the 4 of Pentacles, which is a very grounding energy. It's like hanging on, right? And then you've got the King of Swords. It's like then you know what to do. While you're waiting for this to balance out, you know what to do. And I think actually withdrawing your energy makes you feel more balanced, Aquarius. And that's when the clarity comes in on what to do about this connection. And that's with your King of Swords energy there. Okay, good. You get there. You get there. Okay, I mean, this could be a person or it could be like a project you were working on or something like that. Okay, can I get the Ace of Pentacles for Aquarius, please? The Ace of Pentacles for Aquarius. Yeah, it's about your stability. The 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. Okay, there you go. You get going again. Now, I'm not seeing this other energy anywhere in sight. I think that this is you deciding that you're probably better off doing this one by yourself. Or abandoning this project for a different project. So that sort of thing. It's directly impacted by your home environment and your stability. It actually is on the up once you do this. It's actually very good for your stability to do this. It's almost like relying on yourself. But you've got this King of Cups. It's like, yeah, you just want to reach into what excites you. what grounds you as well, that makes you feel steady, because you realise that's the best way for you to work is when you feel clear. This could be a love connection, although I can only see apart from the King of Cups, so the Knight of Cups energy. So this could very much be a work project for you, Aquarius. But we see here the Knight of Pentacles, which is kind of a slow, like, yeah, okay, I've got to do this, let's get it done, let's like tick off all the boxes. Turns into the Knight of Cups, which is very much more passionate. It's like you liberate yourself from whatever this commitment was. Could be a person, but I'm getting very much work on a project. Once you liberate yourself from that, you feel much easier. Things come into your life that are much more aligned to you and where you want to go in the long term. The Ten of Pentacles is long term, Aquarius. So this is a new long term partner, or this is a new job that offers good long term prospects, that sort of thing, or a project that will see you through the long term and bring in a lot of success. Okay, can I please get a challenge? So what I do now, Aquarius, is I go into each of them and I present a challenge, just to see in each area what you need to overcome to get to where you need to go. Okay, can we get a challenge, please? Can we please get a challenge? Challenge for the Ace of Swords, please. Yeah, we've got the Chariot in reverse. So it's like you want to move on to somewhere else, pastures anew. So you're stopping yourself, though, because I think, you know, you kind of like made a promise back here to something or someone. And it's like, I need to break my promise before I can get going. But the energy of you moving on from this is really there. So I think that's why you're withdrawn, just to see, check in with yourself on how better to approach that with whoever or whatever this is, just to ensure a smooth transition out of there. But the minute the Chariot's outside your door waiting for you to hop in it, but the one obstacle is actually getting in it. And I think that that's essentially breaking some kind of promise or commitment you made here in the past. Okay, can I get a challenge for the Ace of Cups? The Sun. So being happy about it. That's going to be a challenge for Aquarius. You don't like letting people down, and you're going to feel like letting people down. But at the end of the day, whatever it is you're doing here, you're entangled with, is not making you feel good. You thought it would. But we've got the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck as I'm talking about this. It's not making you feel good. It's not good. Three of Swords in the hidden energy as well. So overcoming happiness. It's not overcoming happiness. It is overcoming an obstacle in order to reach happiness. It's like happiness is within reach, but you're blocked from claiming it at the moment. Okay, oh, that's too many cards. But we've got the High Priestess here, a little clue from the universe for you to get in touch with your intuition. That will see you straight. Okay, a challenge for the Ace of Wands, please. The Fool on his side. Yeah, you're starting a new brand new beginning. You're breaking off from something and going it alone. And that's when you come to this realization, after you've taken some time for yourself, Aquarius, things balance out, calm down, then you make that decisive action under the King of Swords to get going on a journey by yourself. That hasn't started yet. That's why the Fool is on his side. And there's also going to be a little bit of anxiety about starting something new by yourself, but don't worry about it. The energy, the universal energies and support are available to you. We just saw the High Priestess pop a little head out just to say, Aquarius, you got this, I'm with you. You're not on your own with this, Aquarius. At the very least, you've got your guides with you, okay? Right, can we get the Ace of Pentacles, please? The Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, and the Nine of Cups on its side. So your ultimate happiness is coming in, but you cannot see that yet because you've not started this new journey. Once you get on the new journey, you start loving yourself, you start getting excited about new things again, you start really investing in your future, in things that are long term and going to be good for you. You then start seeing your Nine of Cups, which is your wish fulfillment, start coming in for you, Aquarius, which is beautiful. Okay, right, I'm just going to jump in and get you some universal advice. Can we get some universal advice for Aquarius, please? Some universal advice? Some universal advice for Aquarius, please? Universal advice. Universal advice for Aquarius. Universal advice for Aquarius, please. Universal advice. Universal advice. Seven of Bows, clearance. There's also the Seven of Wands, which is like a man blocking out other energies, and that's kind of what you've got to do. You've got to kind of drop something. You feel guilty about it, but it's necessary and it's coming under the energy. You know, the universe is showing me this is no, Aquarius, you're clearing the way now for your goodness to come in. Okay, the Three of Arrows. I was saying the Three of Swords. Three of Swords was just in the hidden energy under there in the deck that we were just talking about, right? It's going to hurt you to do this. It's either you're going to feel guilty or you're connecting for a partnership you really wanted to work out, so it's going to be heartbreaking, but it's going to plunge you into this lovely healing energy, though. It doesn't look lovely here, but it is. It is. Because the Three of Arrows is heartbreak, but it's also healing, and it's also temporary, most importantly. Okay? And then we go in the Page of Arrows. Something's coming in, and there's something also watching you from a distance. Could be a person, could just be an energy preparing itself to move into your life in the form of an opportunity. But as you're healing, that's when something comes just over the horizon for you and actually gives you something to aim at. And that makes sense here, because it's like you suddenly the Knight of Cups, you suddenly the Ace of Wands, which is excitement. It's pointing towards something that comes towards you, Aquarius, but it only comes in like a little bit. The page is a very small expression, so it may come in the form of a message, maybe like an email, a quick telephone call, a text message, maybe something on social, I don't know. But it comes in and it just appears a little opportunity, and you're like, that's the thing I'm going to grasp. And it's literally saying, come this way. Okay, it will call to you. You'll know when it comes in, Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please leave a comment below. Let me know. I'm hanging out down there in the comments all the time. And don't forget to give the video a little like, a little thumbs up there, Aquarius. Get some more Aquarians into the collective, strengthen those messages and get the messages to people who may need them. And with that, Aquarius, I'm going to love you and leave you. And until the next time, guys, take care. Okay, right, next up we have Pisces. Hello, Pisces. Bear with me a second. I'm just clearing away Aquarius's cards. I will be one moment, guys. Don't worry about it. 1 second. Okay, bear with me as quick as we can. How are you, Pisces? Most of you won't see this, but in case you are hanging on from over Aquarius, maybe you've got a strong Aquarius placements, you're always welcome in this little intermission space. Okay, welcome to your 4 Aces reading. Before I jump in and go over what the 4 Aces mean, I just want to remind you, Pisces, that I set the intention for these readings for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. So if you don't see this story here today, then check one of your other placements in the timestamps below. I'm sure you will find your reading in there for you somewhere. Just to give a little overview of the 4 Aces, if this is your first time here at Esotera Tarot, and welcome if it is. We first go into the Ace of Swords. That is your mental energy, it's what you're thinking about, it's your focus. I do this first off, Pisces, then we can clarify early on if this is your reading. We then go into the Ace of Cups. That's your heart's desire. It's the people you're falling in love with, the places you're falling in love with, the things you're falling in love with. It also represents healing. And then we go into the Ace of Wands. That's your power, your drive, your will. That is what you want to get done. It's something that you want to either overcome or achieve. Then we go into the Ace of Pentacles. That's your real world tangible results. It's also about money, the Ace of Pentacles. So we might see some themes about work, finances, investments, things like that. And if you're ready, Pisces, we're just going to jump straight in and start clarifying the Ace of Swords. Okay, can you please show me the Ace of Swords for Pisces, please? The Ace of Swords for Pisces. The Ace of Swords. Can you show me the Ace of Swords for Pisces, please? The Ace of Swords for Pisces. Yep. Okay, we have the Hermit. Oh, Aquarius just had this, I think, in the same place. The King of Swords and the Page of Swords. You see something, you're suspicious of it. The more time goes on, you get more suspicious, and then you back away from it entirely. That's kind of the energy of that. It's like, I think this is a certain way. I know this is a certain way. I don't want anything to do with it. You go straight into hermit mode. I don't know what that's about, Pisces. It's going to be different for all of you, but I'm going to clarify here the Ace of Cups and see if we can get a little bit more information, because the head and heart are usually very closely tied. Okay, can I get the Ace of Cups, please? What's going on with the Ace of Cups? Okay, these two came out together, so I'm taking them as one card. Oh, it's the end of a connection here. Okay, you may have been the one to end it because you're looking at it all very suspicious and sus there. To do with another person that you've withdrawn from, you found something out, you suspected it, now you come to full knowledge of it, and now you're like, this is just, it's ended. Okay, right, can I get a few more cards on this, please? Yeah, Death, that's the ending, and the Page of Cups. Oh my, I'm so sorry, Pisces, this is you here, Pisces, Page of Cups. You really tried, didn't you? You put yourself into this. Or you were prepared to. Came to an abrupt end. It's like 1 minute everything was fine, the next minute wasn't. Although you did have your suspicions, but this is both in page energy. So part of you may have held back a little bit because of this Page of Swords. He's like the watcher at the gate, right? He suspects there's a problem. He stands there and he looks until he sees evidence, and I think he found it because he then shot straight up to the King of Swords, didn't even bother with the Queen. It's like, it's not inner knowing, this is I can see the facts. And then you yourself here, Bebs, just trying to live your life, a little Piscean life, right? Trying to show up as your best self here, holding back a little bit because of these suspicions, and it ends it. Okay, all right, I'm with you, Pisces. Right, can we get the Ace of Wands there, please? The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands, please. Nine of Swords, Six of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. Like, this is for your best good. It doesn't feel that way, though. In fact, some of you are pretty devastated by this. You're very much in your head about it. It's stressing you out. You know you have to move away from this energy, even though you don't want to, but you were like, I cannot be disrespected this way, or something like that. That's what I'm getting coming through from up here, right? But it's coming under the Wheel of Fortune, but that's right down in the subconscious energies. So when you look back over this time from the future, you'll be like, woof, dodged a bullet. But you don't see that now. All you're seeing is the pain of the ending, which is totally normal and human, Pisces. Don't judge yourself for that. Okay, can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please? The Ace of Pentacles, please. The Ace of Pentacles for Pisces. The Ace of Pentacles, Temperance, good. Two of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles. Okay, okay. So time passes. This other energy is not going to let you go easily. Let's start with that. There's a few things to unpack here. We'll send you in a bit of a wobble and you'll be tempted to go back now and again, but that's totally normal. But in your focused energy, at least the energy supporting you at the moment is the energy of balance. And this person is not bringing in balance. Every time they get in contact with you or try to reignite something, you become imbalanced again. And you then clock that, you notice that, and you take your time most permanently away from this. And then you give the opportunity for the universe to balance this back out again in Temperance. Literally, we've got Two of Pentacles, imbalance, going to balance. That's the purpose of Temperance. Time is to balance our energies, right? Karmic energies. But supporting you is the energy of balance. I think when this person comes in, it's just inherently not going to work because your energies are not aligned. You're not on the same wavelength. This was not a connection that was supposed to last a lifetime, not at least for now. This was very much a lesson person. I'm very sorry, Pisces. I am very sorry about that. But whenever Temperance turns up, it's always to guide you towards something better, like pretty much always, all of the time. Right, I'm going to come up with a challenge. I'm not coming up with it, the cards are. I am going to read for you some challenges, Pisces, in each of these areas, okay, to see what it is that you need to overcome to get you going to the place you need to be in your greatest, highest abundance as quickly as possible. Right, can you please show me the Ace of Swords, please? The Ace of Swords, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Swords, please. Yeah, the Magician in reverse. You're like, I didn't ask for this. I know you didn't, Pisces, I know. You wanted to manifest in the love of your life. This is just an example. This could be work, it could be anything. I'm getting very much relationship though. You wanted to manifest someone in, you thought that they were your manifestation and they weren't your manifestation. So half of your healing is not just healing over the person for who it was and who they are in your life, but it's also healing over the fact that you mistook your manifestation for something else, and you've got to get back to loving yourself and trusting yourself to bring in the right energies for you. This is not entirely you, Pisces. We are all co-creating with the universe here, right? So, you know, it's not like you just went out and picked them out the fields. It's, you know, someone came across your path. The timing was probably perfect or something like that. And you thought, this is it. This is the one. This is my manifestation. And it wasn't. And the sadness and regret attached to that as well. We've got the Three of Cups on its side here. There are energies surrounding you, but for some reason you're not tapping into them that want to support and help you. This is either in the form of friendship. So some of you, because you're coming away from this energy, which I do believe to be a romantic energy, you might lean on your friends a little bit more. If you're not, they want to help you. They want to assist you. If it's not that, then these are spirit guides, people, other energies around the universe that are coming in that really want to help and heal. They also want to show you that this was the best thing that you could do. Again, try and tap into those energies. They are coming in for you. They are currently around you. It's just for you to access them. And then we have the Star. Nice. Okay. Right. We've got the Star here. I'll tell you why that's good in a minute, Pisces. Aquarian energy there. Right. Okay. So it's almost like you have to get over the fact that going back to what you thought was your wish, wasn't your wish that came in. It was something else. But there's a double-edged sword there, Pisces. So once you get rid of one thing that you know is not your wish, then you get one step closer to the thing that is your wish. Does it feel like it? And you're not going to feel it because you're in Nine of Swords energy here. You're all up in your head and your field. I get it. But as time goes on, you will soon realise that A, dodged a bullet, B, a little bit closer to my dream now. At least I know out of the 9 billion people on the planet that my soulmate is not them. That gets you a little bit closer to your soulmate, right? You've only got to find one way to make a light bulb, Pisces. Okay, can we please get a challenge in the Ace of Pentacles? Ace of Pentacles, please. Ace of Pentacles. The Devil in the upright. Yeah, well, of course you've got to overcome the devil, haven't we all, Pisces? This is the attachment. It's the attachment that's going to linger for a while, and the temptation. Oh, hang on, we've got to cover up our boy and our girl here. This person, just saying the person's going to keep coming back. It's going to tempt you back. It's going to tempt you back. That's going to be an obstacle for you to overcome. Almost like a little bit of a karmic test to their Pisces. But to be honest, you're smart, Pisces. You're in touch with your emotions. You're feeling it. You're going to kind of know that anyway. But just a little heads up for any of you who are unaware, which I think most of you are unaware of this person coming back around. Once you go, if you are thinking of leaving them now and you've not actually left them, they will pop back up. It will be tempting to go back there. If you can stay the course, Pisces, then you've got so much abundance coming in the form of the Ace of Pentacles here. It's just the universe showing me in time that pentacle is coming in. Okay, can I get some advice from the universe, please? Some advice from the universe for Pisces. Some advice from the universe. Some advice from the universe. Oh, sorry. One of our little boobies fell out. Okay, right. Advice from the universe, please. Advice from the universe. The Guardian. That's the devil again. Okay? But the devil is useful. And I'll explain why in a minute. Nine of Stones, which is tradition. It's also Nine of Pentacles, which is actually, you're better off on your own in this one, Pisces. The Three of Arrows, but yeah, you're going to be brokenhearted over it. But you are going to be doing a lot better, at least in your material surroundings, once you get rid of whatever or whoever this is. Emotionally, you're going to feel a bit wrecked. But physically, you're going to feel more abundant, a little bit more free, a bit more autonomous, doing your thing, that kind of thing. But first, you've got to get past this devil energy, which has just come up here in your challenge. Now, the devil, particularly in this card, is a little bit harrowing, right? Okay, he's a skeleton. But what he represents is actually, that's the biggest obstacle you have to face. So if you look at the devil here, he's actually standing in front of a cave that is dark. You can't see what's down there. Now, you can almost guarantee whatever's in that cave is not as scary as this thing that's standing in front of you. And this is the devil saying, if you can get past me, then you can do anything. Right? Okay? And that's what this card alludes to. It alludes to not just the devil, it alludes to defeating the devil and overcoming the devil. And then going on your journey, which is unknown, but a lot easier than actually facing the devil toe to toe. Okay? And then that's when you go straight into your Nine of Stones. So you actually get a sense of achievement over this, Pisces, once you get through it. And that really carries you through. And that it is pointing to, there is going to be some heartache and a lot of healing that needs to go into this one. Your pentacle is there, but pointing back to the Temperance card. Give yourself some time. The heartache will subside and then your heart will open again, and it's going to bring in what is actually meant for you. Okay, Pisces, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please leave a comment below. Let me know all about it. And give a little thumbs up to the video if it resonated. It helps push it further out into the algorithm. We get some more Pisces in the room, bulk up them numbers, get more messages out to people who need them. And with that, Pisces, I'm going to love you and leave you. And until the next one, take care. Right, that's everyone done again for another successful 4 Aces reading. Thank you all for being in the room with me, especially to you guys that are still here with me while I tidy away Pisces cards. I am going to jump into a collective reading just to close. So if you just bear with me, we'll get these cards tidied away and we'll jump straight into the collective. It has been some very powerful messages coming through for us all today. I'm absolutely loving it here in the Zen Den with you all. We're going through a lot of painful processes, we're letting go of a lot of stuff, we're inviting in a lot of abundance. This really is a time of change, but it's also a time of balance. So a lot of Two of Pentacles has been all over everyone's readings, right? It's about balancing stuff out, and that's exactly what we're doing here in Libra season. Okay, so I'm going to go into a collective reading. I'm just going to draw one final card for each of these areas, just for all of us that are still here, and also for those that have left and clicked away already. I mean, we're still sending them good positive vibes. Okay, right, let's start with the Ace of Swords, please. Spirit, what do you have to say for us for the Ace of Swords overall for the collective? Just a collective card, please, for all of them. We'll do for the Swords, the Cups, the Wands and the Pentacles. Let's see what what Spirit has to say. Right, okay, for the swords, we have the Six of Swords. We were just saying about releasing and moving on, weren't we? For the Ace of Cups, we have the Page of Pentacles. We've got new stuff coming in for most of us here. That's actually good. It's that solid gold. Nice. For the Ace of Wands, we've got that Two of Pentacles. I was just saying the Two of Pentacles have just been all over these readings. There's an imbalance here. It's causing imbalance in the things that we want to do. We've got to be mindful of those energies, right? Balance them out before we take action, because the Ace of Wands is a card of action. And then a card for the Ace of Pentacles, beautiful, the Chariot. So once you actually balance out these energies that are under the Wands, which is like almost your impulsive drive, once you study those out, things actually get going in more of a stable space, a straight line, the Chariot, straight directly into your abundance. We are all on our way, guys. We are all on our way, and we are releasing what no longer serves us. We are saying hello and inviting in all the good things into our life. We are balancing out those uneven energies that come with brand new, beautiful beginnings. And then we're going forth on our golden chariot to abundance. I love it. That's almost like my favorite ever story, right? Okay. Oh, and we've got the Wanderer. We have the Fool. Beautiful new journeys for us all, guys. At the bottom of the deck and the hidden energy there. Right. Can we just get some final universal advice for the collective, please, Spirit? Some universal advice for the collective. Some universal advice. Okay. Universal advice. Universal advice. Three of Vessels, joy, love it. Oh, these two came up. Two of Stones again, that Two of Pentacles again. Stalking our every move. And then we have the King of Arrows, clarity, stillness. It all evens out, and it's all going to become clear later, guys. It's all going to become clear. You just got to keep the faith, okay? You just got to keep the faith. But joy is coming in. The people around us, within ourselves, within the universe, within life, falling in love with life again. Yeah, we've got a couple of uneven energies that don't want to play ball with us at the moment, but that's a part of the nature of existence, isn't it? About balancing ourselves out, balancing out how we behave with other people. It's all the song and dance that we call life. But clarity is coming in for you guys. We have the King of Swords on our side. He's got the sword of justice, the sword of truth. Okay, we're all aligning with our true paths and where we need to be on this planet Earth that we all love so much. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave the final reading there. Thank you so much for joining me here in the Zen Den. As usual, it's a joy having you all here. I love these collective readings where we can all gather together in the same room, or at least that's what it feels like. And I very much enjoy doing them. Don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up and a little bit of a subscribe. Like you can half subscribe. Sorry. Please give me a full subscribe, guys. Let's get this community growing, and it is growing phenomenally well. Thank you all so much for all the love, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, collective.